Welcome, everyone. Greetings and welcome to Progressive Discussions. I'm your host, James P. Madonna. As seen on the web since 1995 doing this. And it is a lovely May 1st. That's right. May 1st, springtime 2022. April showers brings May flowers. And it is May the 1st, Sunday, a little after 3 p.m. Eastern time. And I welcome everyone to my show. We might have some co-hosts and special guests popping in. You never know. So I am going to start off the show with a very serious topic, and it is a topic of great concern not only to people in the exotic pet hobby, but also to animal rights activists and people that are involved with the ASPCA animal cruelty laws and PETA. When I say exotic pets, I'm not talking about animals that should not be kept as a pet or as a hobby, dangerous animals. I'm not talking about people that go through the black market and purchase a tiger cub, okay, or a uh, lion cub. Commodore Jeff Zambello, sir, welcome. Welcome. May 1st, April showers brings May flowers, spring 2022. So anyway, I'm starting on a serious topic about animal cruelty involving the exotic pet trade for people that just want to make a fast buck and do not properly take care of the animals, and they send sick animals to customers that die on them after they spend money, so on and so forth. So I'm not talking about people that get dangerous, tiger cubs, lion cubs, leopard cubs, mountain lion cubs, or venomous snakes. There are lunatics online that brag and show their videos of their pet black mamba or king cobra, rattlesnakes, and whatever. I'm not talking about those idiots and maniacs. I'm talking about harmless, exotic pets. It could be fish. Some of them are expensive, marine fish, certain captive bred African cichlids. It could be reptiles like non-venomous snakes, lizards, amphibians. But there are three exotic online companies that sell exotic, safe, legal pets to people that don't give a damn about their animals. And I had personal experience with them. My brother-in-law Jerry had personal experience with them. And if you read the reviews, multitudes of people had very horrible experience with these companies that don't give a rat's ass about their animals. I'm talking about animals that are sick. They're sold to individuals. They send it. It could be UPS, United States Postal Service. It could be FedEx. Overnight shipping, which is about $40, give or take. And of course, there's a cost of their packaging. They have to package it properly so the animal is supposedly safe. And they get the animal. It could be an amphibian, it could be a lizard, it could be a snake. They receive it, and lo and behold, shortly after, the creature dies, and the customer service department of these companies don't care. They don't reply to them in a timely fashion. They don't offer a definite, complete refund of their money. They play mind games with you. Okay, let me see now. James, hello. I am so happy to see you. Likewise, too. Today has been an absolute nightmare at work. I just came from lunch. Very happy to be on the show, but I have a lot of work to do in the meantime. Now, that's understandable. Just listen, and whenever you can, drop a comment every now and then. Perfectly understandable. My co-host, who for personal reasons can't be on the show, Jason Cleveland, has been having a nightmare at his job in the office because he's been forced to go to a barrage of meetings day and night, working day and night, going to meeting after meeting after meeting. And I asked them, does it have to do with the fact that it's tax time? I mean, I don't know, but that, I think that's the way it goes in certain businesses. Oh yeah, and I can't wait until that Jumbaloni, Mr. DeMeo has a written in stone event at a bona fide location in a bona fide venue. The vintage games instead of all this wishy-washy stuff. Hey, here it is. By the way, people, the intro song that I played at the beginning of this show was created and sung and by this man right here, performing artist Geordie K from Scotland. My good friend Geordie K, thank you and welcome on the show. Your audio, check your microphone. It might be muted. I see you loud and clear, but I do not hear you. Rural Wisconsin. Well, yeah, but you got all that nice seafood in the maritime provinces, and I'm sure you got nice quail hogs, nice clams, and smoked kippers, whatever, smoked herring, pickled herring that tastes like vaginal secretions from women that have very high mileage. I don't know. I can't hear you, man. You might have to reboot or just check your microphone, Geordie. Make sure you're not muted. I honestly, or leave and come back. I mean, I can't hear you. I could see you perfectly, but I can't hear you. So, you can never go wrong with leaving and coming back, or if you have to, rebooting. Yeah, it happens sometimes, So anyway, these poor animals, I'm not only upset for the customer who often do not get a refund for ordering these poor creatures, but not just for horrible customer service, but also the fact that these poor animals are through neglect, are ill, they're not being properly cared for, and then they have to sit in a box, pitch black, darkness, and not knowing what's going to happen to them, and they're probably frightened and sick going to their new home. It's really horrible. And I'm going to mention 3 companies off the bat. I name names for the Chislers Hall of Shame. Geordie.
Hello.
There you are. What
can
was
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you and I can see you fine. What was the problem?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Just a mystery of the internet. So you left and came back and it worked. So all right, no problem.
You can hear me good?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's Geordie K, the man whose opening theme songs I have been playing on my show, and I'm very happy about it. And all right,
James. Thank you.
I was talking about the online exotic pet trade, where somebody wants to get a snake or a lizard or an amphibian or even a nice fish, and they want to get it online because the prices are better, or perhaps these companies, Geordie, are sending sick animals that are not being properly cared for, and then when the customer complains that their lizard or whatever died on them 2 days later, they jerk them around. They don't give them restitution, no full refund, nothing. So meanwhile, the customer gets ripped off, plus the animal suffers. Okay, so we have a double issue here for Chiseler's Hall of Shame, and I'm going to mention three of them.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's not right. That's animal
everyone,
cruelty.
it is animal cruelty. You're damn right.
Yeah.
And the three companies that I'm going to expose that definitely not only do not properly care for the animals they sell, but have absolutely horrible customer service, and which means they have contempt for their customers. Number one, Reptile City, originally from Florida, now in Texas. Okay. The second one is Backwater Reptiles. Horrible.
Yeah.
They make a quick sale. They only care about profit. The animal dies, and there's no restitution to the customer. So that's number two, Backwater Reptiles, Reptile City. Okay. And the third one, and I'm really going to hammer hard because this company has so many horrible reviews on the internet that they've been reported so many times that I heard they might get shut down. And you know what? Deservedly so. They should be ashamed of themselves. The third company is called Underground Reptiles. So that's Reptile City, Backwater Reptiles, and Underground Reptiles. Shame, shame, shame on you. All three of yous are newly inducted into the Chiseler's Hall of Shame. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You really are despicable. The animals suffer by not being cared for, and the customer gets screwed. Really, I mean, what is going on today with businesses? Nobody has any integrity anymore.
Yeah, what the fuck?
They don't.
Hey, Bart.
Hey, Bart. Yard work. So that means you worked on only 3 feet squared of your property. 3 feet. That's a yard, right? 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. Okay. Well, that's probably pretty quick if you use a yardstick.
Cheers, Bart.
Cheers,
Cheers.
Bart. Cheers. Everybody in the liquor community, I noticed they like to say cheers. Cheers. Hey.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bart. Cheers.
Cheers to good beers.
Cheers. Now, this is really, I mean, animal rights activists would be infuriated. People who care, ASPCA laws, PETA, and, hobbyists that are honest, good people in the hobby.
James.
Yeah.
We have a special guest. I think my little brother wants to play a wee tune for you.
Who's this?
Come on.
Who's here?
Come on.
And hobbyists. Hey, look who it is. It's Haggis. Ah, me Haggis. Ah, me little Haggis. I haven't seen you in a long time. What do you got? Bangs? Hair and bangs?
Right, now you go. See when I say 3, 2, 1, you go play. So I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, and then he's gonna play. So
all right, go ahead.
You wanna play? Go ahead. Right. So 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome, wee man. I need to teach you how to do smoke on the water. Bam, 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 bam. This one.
All right, don't go away, young fella. Young whippersnapper, don't go away. I'm going to play the March of the Wooden Soldiers on my metal kazoo. All right.
Yes. Right. So James is going to collaborate. So you play the guitar and James will do it in his kazoo. Rolling, man. Rolling.
All right. Oh. Our Jeff
Woo!
Commodore Jeff Zambello. His muscles are never jello. He's a mighty good fellow. And come vintage games, he
Say
will
cheers to James. Say cheers, James. Say
he,
hi, James. Say hi. That's James.
he
Say
will
hi,
win
James.
many trophies.
He says hi, James.
Feeling mellow. Hi. He's the kid on the oatmeal box with the shot put. You're the porridge boy.
He's a Polish guy with the oats.
Well, you
Okay.
know what? You know what the thing about Cheers is? I don't mean the show. I don't mean the sitcom. The thing about the people saying Cheers constantly is that it's almost like I don't know. It's almost like it's a clique or a cult of some kind, where everybody has to say Cheers constantly, so it's overdone. Plus, they never say Cheers to me. No matter what I bring on any of these shows, they never, ever, ever say cheers to me. No one. And when I talk about something, when I discuss something, the only person who really replies to me and jokes around with me is Ronald Tirio. The others don't do it. They just stare blankly. And it's like they don't say cheers. So, screw them. I'm not part of the clique.
James, cheers to you. You're a fucking brilliant guy.
Thank you.
Fuck those other guys.
Thank
Fuck
you,
them.
Con-
They're
thank you,
ignorant,
Thank you, Jeff Zambello.
you know.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, cheers, James. James P. Madonna.
Right, the
Progressive discussions.
the motherfuckers from when I'm on any of those other shows, and one in particular is the ones hosted by Thomas Metal 75, Eric Thornfelter. That whole clan, that whole clique, nobody laughs at my jokes, nobody replies to what I have to say, and nobody says cheers. So this is why I tend not to say it. Yeah, I never liked cliques. I mean, there were cliques.
Yeah, exactly.
There were cliques when I was in high school and after high school, and then at the discos, the dance club, there were cliques. And I never liked them because it's like an elitist way of thinking, sort of, when you think about it. It's like, perfect example. I went to Saturday early evening mass next door at the Church of the Holy Rosary. Everybody in there, church people, let me tell you, they're not friendly like people outside the church. They're very moody. They have no sense of humor. They act very sanctimonious, self-righteous, and they look down on others, almost like they have a bat phone to God and they have a one-way ticket to heaven. So that the church people are also a form of elitists. I mean, yeah, they're stiff, they're uptight. The person who is too serious, the most serious person that doesn't really display a sense of humor and is way too serious on shows. And the only time he laughs is if someone from the clique says something. He doesn't even laugh. He just smiles. That's the miscellaneous guy. Miscellaneous from Florida. Miscellaneous beer review, whatever the hell his name is. It seems like, and all those companies. Anytime I had to deal with a company in Florida, I always had a problem with customer service or something. There's always or the people are dumber than a bag of rocks. You're damn right they have a lot of skid marks. There's more skeletons in the closet. Even my sister had a horrible experience with that non-denominational born-again type of church she was at. When my mother died, nobody, not even the pastor, sent condolences. Nobody sent condolences to my sister. Yeah, and they have a lot of skeletons in their closet. I mean, people that go are not people that are on top of the world. I think they're like the most messed up people with a lot of problems that go to church constantly. Oh, there's a lot of snake oil salespeople there. They suck. But yeah, so sanctimonious, self-righteous.
Okay, James, I got to try and get the wee man out of here. But he's going to play one more song and then he's going to go, ain't you? You want to play one more song? One more song on the guitar. You want to go?
Very quiet today. He's not. He don't feel like.
Oh, he wants to show you this stuff, the Marvel stuff.
All right, I'm gonna zoom in on you guys. Hold on.
You show it then. You show it. It's just these wee things he's made. Yeah. Where you go?
All right, where are you? Where are you, oatmeal boy, porridge boy? Let me see.
Camera's up there.
Marvel fight #1. Who are these people? Are they like superheroes? All right.
You try to open it.
Oatmeal boy.
How does it work? I don't know how it works.
What are you doing?
It's a wee footboot thing he's got. Show it this way. This way. You do that.
I don't even know who these people are. What are they? Cartoons?
It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Oh, it's that you show me a card trick.
It's these wee books. He's made his own wee Marvel comic book things on these wee bits of paper.
Oh, you see, I wouldn't know because I'm not a comic book. Oh, you're trying to do a movie. You're trying to do a
yeah. That's what he's trying to do. A movie.
Like an old-fashioned movie where they had the pages going by. That's not going to be easy. It's going to be very, very difficult.
Yeah, exactly. It's too hard to do in the camera.
Yeah, it's gonna. You got yourself. You play cards.
Yeah, I play poker.
Poker, gin rummy, and all that stuff.
You got it.
Oh yeah, they wanted. They definitely discriminated. 2 churches discriminated against me.
Guitar. Go into your room now. Okay.
But you know what? I got a lot of attention playing the African drum. A lot of people came up to me and loved it. Even
African drum style, James. That's called batakuda.
Oh, the instrument, you mean?
Batakuda.
The one I played is the djembe. DJEMBE, the djembe drum. Yeah, Father Jose liked it, but the church people, the people in charge.
Listen, guitar a minute.
I mean, like the guy that does the entertainment. Like yesterday, he had no sense of humor. Billy Jones had no sense of humor. If he's he's way too serious about About what? Being a cantor? I know he's a retired guitarist, but I mean, he's a church cantor. What does that mean? He's trying to attract groupies by being a church cantor. Yeah.
Commodore says this is a smart young man from Scotland.
Oh yeah.
Marvel comic books are awesome. Say thank you, Commodore.
Well, the tall guy from with the skinny mustache, Rick Brown, he has an elitist mentality too. Jeff Stambella.
We're done now. We're done now. You go into your room now, and then we'll see you next time. Okay.
Well, I sent some invitations to a few of the beer and booze click.
Do it very quick. Short, very quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back to the guy,
Okay.
to the gang.
And then you go back into your room.
Yeah, yeah, do that real quick. It's gonna be really hard for you to duplicate the machine.
No, I can't. You open it wider.
It's because it's yellow. It's because it's yellow.
It's because it's yellow. Right. I'm going to make another one. All right.
Sound like
I'm going
the
to go
yellow
talk to
submarine.
James. I'm going to have a few beers and talk to James. And
Now in England, all the submarines.
See, before you go away, you got to say, "Hi, James. Thank." You got to say, "Cheers, James," and you got to say, "Cheers, Commodore." So say, "Cheers to James," and say, "Cheers to Commodore." That's it. Cheers, James. Cheers, James.
Cheers, James, and cheers, Commodore.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you did that last one super quick.
So in England, are all the submarines painted yellow? Is that why the Beatles sang about a yellow submarine?
We all live in a yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. Hey, man, right?
I'm gonna go in and put some posters up.
Wait. Close the door. Okay.
Now, if I played the kazoo while you were swinging the steel mace up on stage, Jeff, would you like start cracking up and accidentally the steel mace will go flying and hit somebody in the skull?
James, do it again. We all live in a yellow submarine.
We all live in
A yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. Awesome.
Yeah, I remember that the
Beatles.
yellow mace that almost hit somebody. But anyway, in Belfast. So what was I saying? Yeah. So if the kazoo will cause Jeff to let go of the steel mace in competition and go flying across the room, and God forbid, maybe hit somebody important, one of the judges will get hit in the head.
Yeah. I'm going to go and grab another beer. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Oh, the steel mace. I just love. Oh yeah, Rick Brown said that when he got that scepter. It looked like
We all live in a yellow submarine.
shiny. It looked like chrome. It was a chrome steel little dildo. Steel mace looked like a dildo. And he said, I just love my girl. And that was the last time we saw it. He did the one video, so it's probably collecting dust on his mantle. Oh yeah, he was doing the same thing those other guys do with the little dildo. Look, Jeff, they go like this, like they're gonna make love to it. Unbelievable. Now, what would the Palavans in Zircone and the Kushti wrestlers at the Akara, how would they react to these clowns making all of these videos with them caressing the mace? caressing the dildo. They would probably
Caressing a dildo?
But, Steve Angel was right. He said that these people that do seminars, one in particular, skinny mustache, is bastardizing.
Skinny mustache.
Well, you don't know him. Is bastardizing the ancient sport. He was, God rest his soul, Steve Angel. He was absolutely right.
Steve Angel?
Yeah. Well,
That's
Steve
the guy with
Angel
the mustache?
is his middle name is Earth, as in Earth Angel.
Where's the spinning wheel?
Angel, Earth Angel. The one
James, where's the spinning wheel? The spinning wheel of mythicality.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Don't worry. The spinning wheel is coming with a new person in the middle.
James, put my face up on there.
Oh, you said you want to go live? I mean, you want to go like that?
Yeah. Do it.
Performing
Do
art.
it.
That's right. Performing art. Oh, yeah. Show us what you're drinking.
Oh, what am I drinking? I'm drinking Heineken, a Heineken Silver. 4% Heineken Silver. It's basically Heineken Light.
That's a very light beer.
Yeah, 4% is really light. It goes down in like 2 seconds.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know what you got to
Cheers,
do?
James.
Cheers to you. Thank you. You know what you got to do? What would be cooler? Where it says Mr. Shades, you have to get rid of the E and just have SHADZ, and then put a space between the period and the S. So it'll be Mr. MR period space, and
Wait,
then
can I change that right now?
Yeah,
Wait.
sure, you could probably do that.
Mr. Shades.
And then get rid of the E, and it'll be like Mr. Shades.
The reason I'm called Mr. Shades is because I've been on Stuntman Steve's live, and like I always wear shades, so I'm known as. Yeah, look up Stuntman Steve's Tavern. He's an amazing guy. He's my friend from England.
Does he do any stunts, or he just calls himself that?
Well, he threw himself down the stairs. So he is a stuntman.
Okay, I have a question. I'm very glad you brought up the shows that you attend, because you hosted a show not long ago, and there was this skinny guy with dark hair on the bottom of the panel. He was on the bottom. There was 3 people. There was you, another dude, and then it was one person underneath, and the guy was laughing like a cross between the Riddler from Batman and a hyena. He was like,
What was his name?
One of your shows recently, your last show where you had a panel. What was the last show you did that had a panel?
We had Moose. I had Moose Garrow. I had John. I had Steve. I had Robert. I had a lot of people on there.
There was one guy. He was skinny, and he had the weirdest laugh, and he was talking about smoking joints, marijuana.
Oh,
and he was
I can't remember. I honestly can't remember.
It was
make
weird,
me see.
man. I swear he was laughing just like that, like a girl.
Oh, Christopher.
That's Christopher's, is it?
Yeah, Christopher. I think that. Did he have long hair?
Kind of, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Christopher's cool though. Christopher's cool. He's a nice dude. I like Christopher.
Why is he laughing like that? Anyway, Shades was the drummer's nickname in a 1960s band, The Wonders.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Let me see what else is going on. There is there's a lot of consumer complaints going on today. I mean, I know last time I inducted Bumblebee whole baby canned clams because they had all these chemicals in it I couldn't pronounce and preservatives. But
I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back, James.
okay.
BRB.
Yeah, get something exotic from Great Britain. Get something heavier. Like,
Okay.
get it like more of a craft. All right. So anyway, Mr. Jeff Zambello, how is speaking of Christopher? How is your son doing, Christopher? Yeah, Jeff Zambello's son, oldest son, Christopher, joined the U.S. Army Airborne, I think, and he was supposed to attend basic training where he might still be there. Of course, no one ever said basic training was easy. Oh. But anyway, I hope things are going well for him. It doesn't hurt to try. Doesn't hurt to try. Give everything a shot once and give it 100% of your ability. Good. And if things work out, and knock on wood, they will, and he graduates from basic training, he might be smart enough to get promoted to what's the highest non-officer rank? This sergeant. Well, sergeant. There's somebody. It's got to be somebody above sergeant. I know the beginning of an officer is lieutenant, right? And in the Navy, there is it's chief petty officer. Chief petty officer, I believe, is the highest non-officer rank in the Navy. They have gold anchors on their collars. 2 gold anchors on their collars. Chief petty officer. Okay. So you have to get by the basic training, and then you start airborne. And then he will be stationed in Anchorage, Alaska. Well, he'll be eating some great seafood up there. That's for sure. Anchorage, Alaska. Yikes. The Bering Sea is very treacherous. The highest ranking enlisted man before lieutenant is sergeant major. Gotcha. Remember when George C. Scott played General Patton and he had like medals all over his uniform? Mm-hmm. Like everywhere you looked, there was a medal. Oh man. George Patton, after Nazi Germany surrendered, George Patton wanted to go straight to Moscow and get Stalin. He wanted to get Stalin. He wanted to continue the war against the Communist Party of Stalin, who was definitely no angel. He was sort of a Hitler in his own way. He murdered a lot of people, but Eisenhower stopped him. Eisenhower said no. Patton wanted to go straight for Moscow. Yep. Anyway, Jordy is taking a hell of a long time to get his beer, but let me get hold on. General Patton was a soldier's officer who fought alongside the troops he commanded. He actually fought on the battlefield instead of sitting back in the rear echelon. Yeah, like the redcoats, the British when the monarchy ran the British Empire, the officers and the generals there, they used to be on horseback all the way in the back, far, far away from the action. Yeah, but Patton was like the warriors of ancient Greece and Persia and the Roman Empire. Like those commanding officers were right there in the heat of battle. Yeah. Now, what's his name? There was a famous general who made a lot of sense. Smedley Butler was his name. It said, "War is a racket." Smedley Butler, and who's the one that retired being a general? He wrote a book. Mattis. What do they call him? Mad Dog Mattis? General Mattis? Yeah. He's a guest on TV often. He seems like a sharp cookie. You know, I mean, they ask him questions about the Ukraine and Vladimir Putin, and yeah, he's good. He's really good. I remember General Schwarzkopf of the only thing is General Schwarzkopf, he never came clean about the bullshit of the Iraqi war, because since they found no weapons of mass destruction, he never came clean about that. You know, meanwhile, the 9/11 perpetrators were Saudi Arabians.
Everybody do it in the way we dance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion.
And he hid out. Osama bin Laden hid out in Afghanistan in the cave, but he was not Afghanistani. You know, he was Saudi. So most of them were Saudi. The people that are brutal to their own citizens with the radical version of their religion. Yep. Oh, he's Mad Dog Mattis is a Marine Corps general. Okay, gotcha. And yeah, there's the Marine Corps, and then there's the Navy SEALs. They're both branches of the Navy.
I can't hear Commodore.
No, because he's working. He's at the office. If he starts talking, he'll never get done with his work.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but then again, I don't know why you don't put the microphone on when he works out in his studio with the fireplace in the background.
Put your mic on, Commodore.
He should put the microphone when he's home.
What are you drinking there, James?
I am.
Is that alcoholic or?
No, I'm just drinking chai tea, black tea with chai spices. And
Oh. That's medicinal. That's good for your health.
oh, really? Gerald
Yeah.
Mattis? He went to, oh, yeah, well, that's the Naval Academy. Yeah, so did, who was his name? Roger Staubach, the Dallas Cowboy quarterback. Roger Staubach was out of Navy. He played football for Navy.
James, I want you to subscribe to Stuntman Steve's Tavern. You would be welcome there anytime. You know, he's my best friend from England, and
I appreciate it. Well, I subscribe to you on YouTube, so I should be able to see when you go live.
Thank you.
I should be able to see when you go live. But the thing is, do you post the link in the commentary, or do you send it out? Oh,
yeah, the StreamYard link. Yeah, send that in the comments. Yeah, so anybody can join.
Yeah. Well, I did the same thing. But I guess.
James, thank you for playing my music on your intro as well. Thank you so much. Like, honestly, that means a lot to me, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're definitely off to a fantastic start in the business.
Thank you. Yeah, my favorite song that I've done so far is Vampire Dust. Vampire Dust, you know.
Oh, he is a Heisman Trophy recipient. Oh, no wonder he went to the Cowboys. No wonder they got him. Tom Landry, the head coach, got to wear the hat all the time. All right, you know what? Oh, look who's here, dear darling. Hey, Masumi. Good morning, Masumi, my dear. It is now about, I would say, it is 4:57 a.m. in the Tokyo area. Good morning, Masumi.
Hello, Nasumi.
Jordy from Scotland sends his good morning greeting. Yes, and you know who else was a great quarterback? Johnny Unitas of the Baltimore Colts. Johnny Unitas.
Hey, Bart.
Really? And you know, George Bush, what is it, Herbert Walker?
Yeah.
The father was a World War II fighter pilot in the Pacific against the Japanese. Yes.
Okay.
He was, and he was good at what he did. He was no ham and egg pilot, that's for sure. You're very welcome, Masumi. We got people from all over, international. We got Masumi from Japan. We have Jordy K from Scotland. The international folks are a lot better than the Americans I know that are in this country coming on. And we have the maritime provinces with Jeff Zambello, even though he is a Bostonian. And I'm very happy they protect and keep Fenway Park. That is a historic landmark. Fenway Park and Wrigley Field are the last two historic landmarks of baseball. Yeah, you're talking about real talent. Ken Stabler of the Oakland Raiders, Joe Montana with who's that guy? Jim Rice of San Francisco. I remember when Fran Tarkenton, but they didn't really win anything on with Fran Tarkenton. But I remember when he got traded, or he left the New York Giants for the Minnesota Vikings. They used to call him the Scrambler because he wasn't afraid to run with the ball. Instead of throwing the ball away, throwing it at the ground, he starts zigzagging, man. He would run. try to get a first down. And then he can always, if he sees somebody open, he can throw it. I mean, oh, man. Oh, let's see. Ken Thiessen. Got a message from the great Ken Thiessen, former WWE star. And let's see. I'm getting, I've been getting to talk about Chisler's Hall of Shame. I've been getting bombarded with all these webcam whores, day and night, night and day, sending me invitations in my my phone, my text, not Facebook Messenger, but in my actual phone text, and I don't know how to block them. I mean, no, I don't know how to set up protection from all of them. I have to block them one at a time. You know how many I get? It's horrible. I wonder if there's an app that involves protection from any solicitation on your phone. Oh yeah, that is. He did have big balls. He wasn't a big guy, for a quarterback to do that. That's a lot of courage, because he could have became the peanut butter and jelly between two slices of bread jamming together. He could have gotten squashed. Yep. All right. Let me see if hold on. Well, not only did they have less protection, there were no retractable dome stadiums. Everything was outdoors, and if you played for Green Bay or Minnesota or Detroit Lions or whatever, Chicago Bears, and it was wintertime, which it is most of the time during football season, and you had ice and snow on the field, you played. And if you hit the field and you slide, you slid. No matter how hard the ground feels, you had to play. That was hardcore football. Really. That's when they didn't protect against concussions. People got concussions and they suffered with it. Oh yeah, the old Vikings, Bud Grant. Now, Vince Lombardi was a high school coach in, I think his school was St. Cecilia's or something in New Jersey. It might have been a Catholic high school, St. Cecilia's or something. He's from northern New Jersey. Then he got a job with the New York Giants. Not as head coach, but he worked for the New York Giants. And then they asked him, there's this ragtag, mediocre, ham and egg, or whatever words they use, football team out in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Well, the Green Bay Packers, and you want the job, you could be head coach. He took the job, and you had Bart Starr, I think was the quarterback. You had Ray Nitschke. You had a whole bunch of. That's when Green Bay won a few Super Bowls under Vince Lombardi. A few, or maybe 4. I don't know. I'm not sure. And then they created the Lombardi Trophy for the Super Bowl eventually. Fordham University is in the Bronx. The Bronx. It's in New York, I believe. Well, he must have went. Yeah, okay. He must have went from high school football coach to Fordham University, which is in New York. I think it's the Bronx. You know, part of the Bronx that's nice. There's not too many of them. And then from then he went to the Giants just to work for them, and then he went to Green Bay. That's probably what happened. Paul Hornung was the Heisman Trophy winner from Notre Dame that played under somebody at the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, Green Bay is on Lake Michigan, like Milwaukee, and they get nasty winters at Lambeau. Lambeau Field is still the same Lambeau Field with no dome on top of it. Lambeau Field is outdoors. Remember the New England Patriots? What was it? Jim Plunkett. Remember Jim Plunkett? He was the quarterback for the old Patriots when the helmet used to have like a Continental Army soldier, with the football in his hand. They had a different logo. I think his name was Jim Plunkett. Yeah. Well, we got some off-season football nostalgia, or baseball, little baseball too. I heard that the National League has finally come to their senses and is willing to adopt the designated hitting rule, which is smart because pitchers, they work hard. I mean, they're expending a lot of energy on that mound. They shouldn't have to go to bat. Really. I mean, they should focus all their energy on throwing all those pitches to the best of their ability. So I don't know why they're still not allowing that. I mean, and it's better for the team because the designated hitter can be an older slugger. It can be a person who's an established hitter that was successful when he played the field. Now he's a little older. Maybe he's got a few more good years left in his career. So you put him in at DH. Put him in at DH. He was Mexican? Jim Plunkett, really? And then he played for the New England Patriots. Yeah. Plunkett. Maybe he was half Caucasian and half Mexican. Oh, what did he do? That was his stage name. He changed his last name to Plunkett so he wouldn't deal with any discrimination. Maybe both of them. Oh, for God's sake, poor guy. Oh, gee, how did they manage being a parent? I mean, I know they say love is blind, but that's the extreme. Jeez. Well, we're getting an education here between Jeff Zambello and Bart Robinson. I appreciate there had to be. I mean, to be a parent, to get married without even knowing what each other looks like. Yikes. That's totally blowing me away. Ugh. Mm. Mm. Okay, the time has come. The time has come. I don't know where Jordy went, but the time has come. And that time is the spinning wheel of topics. Yes, sirree, Bob. The spinning wheel of topics. Remember when George Costanza had to keep getting calzones for George Steinbrenner for lunch because he got hooked on calzones? George, where's my calzone? I can smell it. I can smell it. Okay. Now let me ask you a question. Do you see the image of the spinning wheel or no? Or do you see a blank screen? George Costanza had hand, yeah. Well, is it a blank screen or do you see the wheel? I'm just curious. Yeah, George had hand. Because I may have to. It's a blank screen. I thought so. I thought so. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I have to do All right, bear with me. I just learned something new here. Well, let's see if we have. Yeah, I'm fixing that situation right now. All right, here we go again. Here we go again, people. Oh boy, where'd he go? Okay. Messed up. Now what? StreamYard. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay. Huh. It's still blank. Now, when I go to come back now, no, that's not working. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up this page.
You're gonna do business. You're gonna do business out here in New York, you gotta treat our people right. And so if you can go to Spain, you can give our workers a bathroom break. Ain't that right?
I want to thank every Amazon employee because you guys paid for all this.
How much money does Bezos and the other billionaires need? You would think you got $170 billion. Who would give a shit about putting a few more $1 billion into workers' pockets being down to $168 billion, right? And how they can afford to go to the movies.
We don't believe that we need a union to be an intermediary between us and our employees.
You work here? Okay. Good.
Our union, huh? I support union. I support anything that's going to benefit my circumstances. And also,
Working people are sick and tired of falling further and further behind while billionaires like Bezos become much richer. They don't want a $500 million yacht. They don't want a $23 million mansion that you have in Washington, D.C. What do they want? They want housing that is affordable. They want to be able to put away a few bucks to send their kids to college.
Seriously, for every Amazon customer out there and every Amazon employee, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
There will probably be a vote this week on a big bill. Included in the bill is $10 billion for Blue Origin's Bezos' space company. $10 billion.
If you go to space, you can make sure that you're treating people well and giving them solid health care benefits.
But in a given year, Jeff Bezos, one of the wealthiest people in this country, did not pay a nickel in federal income tax. Can you believe it? You paid more than Bezos paid. Amazon makes a whole lot of money in a given year. They don't pay any taxes. Enough is enough. All right, we're going to create an economy that works for working people, not just billionaires. Let's go forward together. Thank you.
Okay. It made a lot of sense. And it's about time the mega rich start paying their fair share in income taxes and have the burden come off the middle class and all the tax breaks given to the middle class where they belong. And that includes small business owners and self-employed professionals, all middle class people, Main Street, mom and pop stores, you name it. It's all middle class. They're the only ones that should be getting the tax breaks. All right. Now, let me. I don't know why it does that. Wonder why it. Wonder why it vanishes. Oh, I see. I think I understand that. Huh. All right. Price gouging. Gee, what can you say about price gouging? They're all doing it. They're doing it with gas prices. They do it. I remember when I was a kid, and there was a drought, and the price of produce went sky high, fruits and vegetables, and they all jacked up the price. Of course, you know you couldn't escape it. And but the thing is, when the drought ended, the prices didn't come down. They took a long time to come down. And they did the same thing with the price of beef at one time. And even though they gouge you with the dairy industry, but they do it slowly. They don't like really jack up the price of milk, because then people will stop buying it, you know. But you never see the price of milk go down. You never see milk become competitive, competitively priced dairy products. And they always tend to blame the dairy union. I want to be quick to blame the dairy union if I had all the facts first. It's just like if you listen to Jeff Bezos go on and on about how they don't need a union, that they could solve the problems without a union with Amazon employees. Meanwhile, conditions get worse with Amazon in all ways. So Jeff Bezos is not making any improvements for the employees of Amazon. So there's your answer in regards to that. Yeah, milk is never goes down. It's like never ever do the competitive companies that put out dairy products ever try to like undersell one another. And if they do, it's not by much. It's like very little. They do that. I remember my grandmother, my late grandmother, used to say it was a sin to waste food. Shame on them. So you're saying it's the U.S. government that causes dairy products to?
No.
No, I don't. I can't. I can't believe it's only the U.S. government doing this. I'm not a fan of corporate, as you well know. Dairy farmers are very wealthy. I used to work for Grant Thornton as a tax manager and can attest to that fact. So they're quick to blame the dairy union. Ronald Theriot is blaming the U.S. government, but the fact is they're price gouging out of greed. Jeff Zambello is a controller. He runs the accounting department for companies. That's his resume. So he knows. Yeah, I put it. I put the link at the beginning, but that's probably way the hell up. Hold on, Chief. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I wonder why it. Oh. All right. Let me know if you get it now. Let me know if you got it now. Okay. All right. Let me catch up here. The farmers are the greedy ones, not the government. Why compete when you are a few big companies in cahoots with the U.S. government? Yes, because since at least 1933, the U.S. government and dairy industry collude, says Ronald J. Theriot. The dairy union is a group of dairy farmers who set the price. Oh, it has nothing to do with the employees of the dairy farmers. It is a collusion of the dairy farmers that call themselves a union. It's not a labor union. It is a fat cat, a corporate union of greedy dairy farmers.
Hi, Mikey.
Check the price.
What?
Hold on, everybody. Well, I know I sent them the link.
Okay. I love you. Okay, I'm at work right now, honey. I'm going to talk to you a little later, okay? Okay. Okay, I'm going to see you tonight. You spend time with Daddy. Okay, I love you. Okay. Okay, I'm working right now, honey. I want to come home. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
All right. Syndicalism, greed for the companies coupled with greed for campaign funds for the U.S. government. A set price. Price supports. Yeah, price lines their pockets very thickly. Carter abolished that in rail and air travel. The demo, liberal establishment hater Carter for his deregulation. Well, FDR created regulations for corporations to defang them, and he had good reason. Can you say 200,000 to 700,000 annually? Oh, that's the net profit that the dairy farmers are pulling in. Net profit. Net. Okay. Dairy employees get paid shit. You know what? You were there. You can attest to it. And I thank you for your very valuable input on my show, Jeff Sambello. Okay. All right. So we have an agreement in that effect before. So Jimmy Carter deregulated. Then what the hell's wrong with that guy? He wasn't exactly the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree when it came to presidents. From what I know, he was a submarine captain. Well, government corporate collusion. Well, that's the dictionary's definition of fascism is a corporate controlled government, right? Collusion and price supports and regulation to help run off mom and pops. Well, they want to widen the gap between the poor and the rich. That's why in countries where they don't give a shit about you if you're poor, there's no social programs like Colombia, South America. I doubt if there's any middle class there, to be honest with you. I highly doubt it. That's fascism. And there he is, Thomas Metal 75. He's with us.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers to you. Yeah, they want to eliminate the mom and pops, Main Street businesses, small emerging growth companies. So only the fat cats are left. That's why you have all these corporate chains like Petco and PetSmart and Home Depot and Lowe's and et cetera, et cetera. And there's no more what I used to have when I was a kid, the small family-owned businesses. They don't exist. And what about the one of the biggest despicable crooks that ever lived, the mega church pastors, the TV evangelists that need like more than one private jet, and they don't give any donations to help the poor whatsoever. They should be taxed. They should be taxed. Egg farmer employees, workers get paid next to nothing. They get chicken feed, in other words. I mean, no pun intended, folks. They get chicken feed. All right. They get chicken feed. FDR was a big-time New York money family guy who framed himself as an enemy of the corporation. Very clever, just like Teddy Roosevelt, another New York big money guy. Well, FDR was he did come from a big money New York State family, and he hid his post-polio syndrome very well. But I think he was humbled to be progressive, not because he was just that was what his mind was. And I think it's because his post-polio, his disability humbled him to be progressive and have compassion, even though he didn't have so much compassion for Japanese Americans when he sent them to concentration camps. Small business provided healthy competition against the big box store conglomerates. And not only that, Jeff Zambello, they had expertise. The small hardware stores, there were family members who made it their business to know what they're talking about when they recommended things to customers, when they gave great customer service. Yes, you paid a little more money, but you got exactly what you needed. And if they didn't have it in stock, they would order it for you. Try doing that at Home Depot. Every time I ask somebody a question at Home Depot, hey, by the way, could you tell me where to find? Go to customer service desk. It's right over there.
I don't know if you've ever seen that show called Parks and Recreation with Nick Offerman's character Ron Swan, but he's a woodworker even in his real life. The Nick Offerman, the actor, and he goes into a Home Depot. I think it was a Home Depot, and he's walking around, and somebody comes up to him with one of those vests on from Home Depot and says, "Can I help you? Can I help you find something, sir?" And he goes, "I know more than you." Some people just don't need the assistance. Yeah, and I personally feel with the price gouging stuff that I'd rather, especially for me playing musical instruments and stuff, I'd rather buy my merchandising online, because the big box stores called Guitar Center, I'm not a huge fan of their prices. I'm not a huge fan of their customer service either. So I'd rather spend money online at retailers I actually want to spend my money on.
Well, that's because you know exactly what model guitar you want. You know the company and you know the exact model, and you have the number, whatever the model number, serial number, whatever the hell you call it, and you know what you're going to get. You see, like if you order a Fender online at a reasonable price, and you know exactly which Fender you want, you're going to get that Fender guitar.
I mean, the thing about the thing about the retailers is, you know, there's a convenience factor if they actually have what you want in stock right there and then. Now, are you gonna wait and pay the shipping and get it in a week, or do you want to pay whatever the price is and just have it now, right? What's the convenience of having that product right now, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, well, that's another thing with the big corporate chain is they don't have specialty items that people need, like Jeff Zambello, perfect example. The hardware stores here don't have the 16-pound iron fence post driving maul hammer. They call it MAUL. It's like a block of iron or steel, whatever, on the end. I think it's iron with a hickory handle. You can't get that here, and if you want it, you have to pay several times what it costs in Canada. What? Jeff paid a fraction of what they wanted because it wasn't something that corporate normally carries on the shelf.
Oh.
Home Depot, you know. Now you have the specialty item.
Yeah, I'm sure you can special order.
There wasn't a dime's worth of distance between the GOP and them. Well, yeah, it's a parrot with different. It's the same parrot with different color feathers. You got a flock of macaws sitting on a tree branch. Some are red, some are blue. They're all macaws. You know, they're all macaws. They're on the take. He said that they were playing a pantomime. Long, however, was a wannabe socialist dictator and a fraud himself. Oh yeah, Huey. I was thinking of.
Well, he forgot that the law. He forgot that the law actually extends to him too, and he has to abide by the law too. He's not above. No one's above the law, right? No one's. The president's not above the law. The governor's not above the law. They still have to abide by the same amount of laws as every average American.
A lot of people with power, and or money to burn, think they're above the law because of their ego, I suppose, and they do what they do because they can. That's how they get away with stuff, because they can.
Don't we know about that right now in the world?
Oh yeah, it's a world of chaos because no one is held accountable. No one's feet is held to the fire. Fence post, maul, hammer. Yes, yeah. A long, strong hickory wood handle with a 16-pound block of iron on the end. And it costs a lot more money in the States because it's not something Home Depot and Lowe's feels like carrying on the shelf in their on stock inventory. You know, and you know, it's like, all right, you had mom and pop hardware stores that special order for you, and they were very knowledgeable, and that's nice. But what Eric is talking about is getting ripped off by retail. If you have the same guitar online, that's a fraction of what it costs at what is that, Guitar Center or Sam Ad?
Those are the big box stores. Yeah, I've had bad experiences with both stores.
Yeah. Now, for some reason, I have to stay. All right, there he is, the evil Jeff Bezos, Bozo Bezos,
Jesus.
Mr. Dr. Evil. wild
Oh.
card. That means, yeah, see, it goes blank. Yeah, I don't know. I got to figure out what's going on here, man. Oh, I got, yeah, Joker's wild card means any subject you want to bring up. Like it could be anything. How you feeling there, Eric Fraunfelter?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, I don't have COVID-19 currently. That was a doozy. That was a doozy a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I got my second Moderna booster, the funky cold Moderna, Thursday.
Yep.
I'm not getting any more because, like my sister says, how many damn vaccinations you gonna get? You're gonna end up with a third eye growing out of your forehead.
I think the 2 boosters. I don't know all the science behind it, but I think all the vaccinations and then 2 boosters are probably plenty enough. Right?
Yeah, I don't want to get this damn thing every year like the flu shot.
No,
I got enough. Give me a break. I mean, luckily, knock on wood, I only had the local pain where the injection went in.
Yep.
You know, but she did it so fast, the nurse. I go, are you sure you got it all in? She says, why? She says, why? You want another one? I go, no. I says, but you did it so fast. You did it so, and you harpooned me too. I mean, she went zing.
Uh-oh.
Like I was Moby's dick or something, you know?
Moby's dick is.
She really harpooned me, you know, like the other nurses were gentle. But, you know, luckily it's the needles now are so thin and I hear they're flat.
Yep.
They're very thin and flat, and so they cause less pain. Today's needles, and when they take blood, there's this little super thin needle that you don't feel that goes into your vein, and it has like these plastic butterfly wings on the side, and they just keep filling the tubes up. When I was a kid, they had a big harpoon syringe, and they had to hold it into your vein with their hand, and if it moves, it hurt. That was the old situation. Now, yeah. So Jordy was here, and Jordy was fine, but he split. He wasn't upset. Maybe he'll come back, or maybe he won't. But anyway, I played his song at the beginning of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was good. He's doing really good with his, I guess, new age techno or whatever genre it's called. So you had any exotic new craft beers between last night and today?
Oh, holy crap. Exotic? Not really.
New.
I mean,
I should say new.
I'm drinking one. I haven't had anything super new. I'm drinking this one here currently with some pizza. It's going down pretty good. It's called a Goody Two Shoes from Exhibit A in Framingham, Massachusetts. It's a Kolsch style ale. There you go.
Goody.
So Kolsch style ale being that they brewed an ale, right, and with the ale yeast strain, but they are it's brewed at a colder temperature like a lager would be, so it has more characteristics of a cleaner sort of a lager taste with the ale yeast. But a Kolsch, for it to actually be called a Kolsch, it's got to be brewed in the region of Kolsch in Germany for it to legally be called a Kolsch. So only in America can you call it like a Kolsch style ale. But if you like lagers and crisper kinds of beers, you'll probably like this one. It's I don't know what is this, 4.5%. It goes with pizza, so nice, easy drinking stuff. No adjunct flavors, none of that. Just super refreshing and clean. And I guess it goes with a Massachusetts bar style pizza. All right. With the crispy edges. Yeah.
I always love lager. Like you say, it has a clean, crisp, refreshing taste. And is it bottom?
Ready.
Is it bottom fermenting?
So no. So again, what happens is a Kolsch is they're using an ale yeast, which is a top fermenting, and they're trying to do the fermentation at the colder temperatures like you would a lager. So they're trying to mimic brewing, almost kind of mimic the lagering style with ale yeast. So you get a slight touch more from the ale yeast. You get more slightly fruitier style flavors. And ales typically they have a bigger or a quicker turnover. You can brew an ale a lot quicker than a lager, because a lager comes from that word lagering, where you have to store it for some time for it to do its thing. But this one has a slight, maybe like lemony kind of fruitiness to it, and a lot of biscuity, your Pilsner crackery malts with that clean, refreshing finish to it. So it's very good with pizza. It's got the malty backbone to match well with pizza and pepperoni. So pretty good.
Is that because of the colder temperature? Lager takes longer?
I believe so, yep.
Or also the type of yeast used?
Both.
Or a combination of both?
A little combination of both, yep. But cream ales are sort of very similar to Kolsch's, the same sort of idea where it's a hybrid of that ale and lager.
Your hair looks black.
I know. I gotta get a haircut. This thing is not cooperating.
No, it's black. Did you color it black for Oxblood Forge for the?
No, it's my natural hair color. It's my natural hair.
Oh, I thought you had like a reddish brown or something like that.
No, so that's good. It looks good. Thank you. Yeah, we're eating.
Yeah,
I'm eating pizza from a new place.
Your beeswax is your mustache wax is coming in.
Thank you.
Oh, you got a call.
Oh. Man babies. So what do you really think of Jeff Bezos?
Well, snowflake man babies are people that get offended very easily at the drop of a hat, and you got to walk on eggshells.
Oh,
like a certain someone like BC still pissed off because I put his sleeping photo of him doing Rip Van Winkle imitation in the middle of the wheel, and he's still mad about it. But he's posting on everything is food now, so I guess he's getting over it. But Michael Hilton is.
I can't keep up with Michael Hilton. I can't keep up with Michael Hilton.
No, I mean, now it's like I haven't seen his video, any of his videos in a long time because it started.
Hi, sweetheart. I love you. I'm sorry I had to get off the phone, but I was trying to concentrate on something. But I really love when you call me at work. I really love when my son Michael calls me at work. I love it.
If you want
it makes me happy when I'm at work and I hear your voice, because I know you love your daddy. All right, I'm gonna get back to work, but I'll see you tonight. Okay. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
What was I talking about, man, baby? Oh, Michael Hilton. It's starting to sound more like gibberish. That's why I stopped listening to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
You're absolutely right, Eric. You're absolutely right.
But
yeah, and then it's just like it's about the same things or constantly same. It's like it gets boring after a while. He doesn't talk about any other subjects, so I stopped listening. So I don't know what's going on with him, but he doesn't want to do the panel thing anymore. He doesn't want to have fellowship with anyone else. So it's just solo shows, and now he's walking in the park with his sunglasses, bobbing up and down as he's walking. So is there a little narcissism there? Perhaps.
Maybe.
But yeah, snowflake man babies are very sensitive, and they should really not be so thin-skinned. I mean, it could be anything. It could be, hey, look who's back. Jordy. We got Eric is here.
Oh, Eric, yo.
Cheers. What's going down?
I got some vodka and I got some Pepsi. So I'm gonna have a vodka and Pepsi, but I also got a beer here. I got this much vodka.
Vodka and cola? Not rum and cola, but vodka and cola.
Vodka and cola. Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Never heard of it, man. You know what would be very refreshing is to have a Tanqueray gin and tonic, but ice cold. A Tanqueray gin and tonic would be very refreshing.
Look at warmer weather beverage.
I watched Tom Mulvihill, the Beer Whisperers, Dirty Martini video. He did a Dirty Martini video, and he was, he was. Yeah.
He was out of his tree. He was out of his mind.
He said his martini was stirred, not shaken. And a dirty martini is simply you pour a little of the brine in that the olives are in. Or a little.
Oh yeah, I get
a little brine, and from the jar.
Yo, what's up, Eric? How you doing, dude? Cheers to you, bro.
Doing fine. Yeah, I'm already in and out of getting the coronavirus. That was fun. That was fun 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you got the coronavirus? Oh, fucking hell, dude.
We did.
What are you drinking?
Oh yeah, that was.
What is it?
They gave me the Pfizer drug to treat this thing, so that worked pretty good.
Is that the antivirus? The antivirus drug? Was it a blue tablet, by the way?
You get 3 of them. They make you take 3 tablets They make you take 3 tablets 2 times a day. 3 in the evening, 3 in the morning, and 3 in the evening.
Wait a minute.
For 5 days.
6?
Oh.
Yeah, 6 tablets a day?
No, 3. Yes,
Oh,
for the whole day.
1 in the morning. Okay, I got you. 1 in the morning.
3 in the morning, 3 in the evening. So 2 of the pills are the effective part of the antiviral medication. They give you another 3rd separate pill that you need to take because, and I'm probably saying this a little backwards, so I apologize, but you need this 3rd tablet that comes in the dosage because I think it's like your stomach lining or the acids in your stomach can break down the active ingredient that's trying to do its job in the antiviral medicine. So without that thing trying to block the acids in your body, trying to break down the drug, that antiviral medication would be basically useless.
Thomas Meadow 75 talking about beer, and he also has a fucking music page. What is your band? Plug your band.
Thank you, Jordy. Yeah. I'm in a band called Oxblood Forge. Go look up that on Instagram, Facebook,
Oxblood Forge.
YouTube. This little website called Bandcamp. We're playing next Saturday in Somerville, Massachusetts, US of A. Yeah, go check us out. So if you like, I don't know, if you like
Nice.
Iron Maiden and Black Sabbath, there you go.
I love Iron Maiden.
Very good stuff.
My favorite song from Iron Maiden is "The Fallen Angel."
That's a good one.
"The Fallen
Hells
Angel"
yeah.
by Iron Maiden. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's my favorite song from Iron Maiden. The Fallen Angel. Yeah.
I'm not really into a bunch of like really up and coming new stuff. There's not been a bunch that's, I don't know. I mean, I'm not really that old. We're not, both of us aren't really that old, but I don't know. I don't think the music industry is quite the same as it was. I think more times you're getting these individual artists like your Miley Cyrus's, your Justin Bieber.
Promise, you are the same age as me.
The one name person that's the one that's getting all the. It's not bands that are getting. It's not these individual bands that are getting notoriety.
Right, you know, I'm 26. I'm 26. What age are you, Thomas? You look like 28.
I'm turning 34 next Friday.
Shit, really? You're in your 30s?
Yeah, 34.
Nah, you don't look that, man. You look younger.
There you go. All right.
You look fucking 28 or something.
Thank you. We got the new pizza, the Bar Pizza and Salad Company. There you go. Yeah, we have this thing in the southeastern part of, well, they call it the South Shore, so like south of Boston, basically, Massachusetts. They do these things called bar pizzas where they're not really like thick pan pizzas. They're a little bit smaller than that. You get a small, like 10, 12-inch pizza, and they typically have a really crispy edge to them. And the pizza and the cheese goes all the way to that edge. So very crispy, thin pizza. Good stuff. Yeah. Product of Massachusetts.
Enjoy, Thomas. Enjoy.
Yeah, Jeff is originally from Boston. Eric is in southeastern Massachusetts, I guess, going towards New Bedford.
I'm I'm not that far away from New Bedford, maybe 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
35, 40 minutes north of New Bedford, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to he graduated from Plymouth Carver in 1983. Plymouth Carver.
Very good.
Plymouth Carver.
Pepsi with some Smirnoff vodka. Vodka with Pepsi. Mm-hmm. You know,
wow.
It's really refreshing. You know, I've been drinking beers all night, so this is refreshing stuff. You know, I'm a little bit drunk right now, by the way, guys. So
okay, I'm gonna play. Listen, I'm gonna play Jordy K's newest song called "Vampire Dust." Night Energy, and that's the song I played at the beginning of the show.
James, thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, that's me. I play two characters. I play the vampire and I play the Ned.
Do you see the video or is it blank?
No, we can see the video.
Okay, all right, gotcha.
Not both screen, but we see
Vampire Dust. Smells for blood, vampire dust. Smells for blood, vampire dust. Vampire dust. Vampire dust. Smells for blood, vampire dust. Smells for blood, vampire dust.
Vampire dust.
Oh, dust.
He smells the blood. Vampire dust. Oh, thank you, James. Oh yeah.
She was like, great, I get to go to the bathroom now.
Yeah. This is my music, mate. Wait, honestly, wait. Thank you, James. James, thank you for playing this shit. You know, fuck copyright. Wait, copyright shit. Fuck copyright bollocks. You know, you can play my songs anytime you want, and any video too. I'm a wee bit drunk now, but like, you know. Yeah, I love that song. That is my favorite song that I've done so far in a while. Vampire Dust. That is my song that I love. Vampire Dust. Vampire Dust. Vampire Dust. Thank you, James. Yeah. I mean, Night Energy, this is my band. We released a new album a few months back. And the album, I released a new album. It's Night Energy, Clubs, Love and Drugs, Vampire Dust, Stone Six, you know, hundreds of hours. As well.
All right, more music because James ain't here to stop it. All right.
Oh, okay.
On this, James.
Okay.
1983. All right.
What was that song? I like that one.
Oh yeah, but I can't. It's not. It's
That
not
sounded good.
copyright free. There's a lot of great songs. I don't want any problems. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't, James. I don't want you to get any copyright strikes or anything.
No. It's really they'll take the video. They'll pull the video or the sound.
Yeah.
It's not worth.
They're assholes, man. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. Let's see.
Does the Commodore speak?
Yeah, but he's at work now. He's doing accounting.
You know what? I have never heard the Commodore speak. He's always silent. Commodore, put your fucking mic on.
No, it's on. It's on. He just.
Hey, Commodore. I love you. You're awesome. I'm very jealous. I'm very jealous of your body. I wish I had Arnold Schwarzenegger body like you. You know, I'm a skinny skeleton, motherfucker. You know, I'm a skeleton. I wish I wish I had an Arnold Schwarzenegger body like you do.
You know, like, you gotta eat more pizza.
The Commodore he was good, man. You know.
He has an Arnold Schwarzenegger Google body.
An Arnold Schwarzenegger body.
Yeah. I heard Arnold was very cheap with his friends. He used to have alligator arms.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, long arms and short arms and deep pockets when it came to his friends.
Oh, he helped everybody out, huh?
Fucking hell, really?
Well, when he was younger, he used to give bad advice. Like he would tell the young guys trying to get tips from him, he would tell them when you get up on stage during a contest, you have to scream as loud as you can every time you flex. The judges like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that screwed them up. Yeah.
That sounds like solid advice.
Solid advice.
Hallowed be thy name.
Good song.
Yeah, I know that song.
Hallowed be thy name.
My favorite Iron Maiden song is The Fallen Angel. The Fallen Angel. by Iron Maiden.
My sister was playing on her new big screen TV. She played a Deep Purple song from YouTube. I'm trying to remember what it was. It wasn't. I think it's one of their first songs. Yeah.
Oh.
One of their first back in the day songs.
Oh, first. So they said words.
When they first started out, like their early songs. So like
yeah.
Sunshine. What was it called?
It was pretty good.
Bam, 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 banana.
No,
that was Cream.
Who does this?
That was the band
Cream with the air.
Sunshine for your love. Da-na-na-na, bam, 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 banana. What is that song?
I've been waiting so long.
Yeah.
That's Sunshine of Your Love by the band. That's Sunshine of Your Love by the band Cream.
Cream, Sunshine for Your Love. Yeah. I love that song.
Great song, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And
James, try it on your kazoo.
I like Magic Carpet Ride, but
Magic Carpet Ride. Yeah, that's another song. Yeah.
Steppenwolf.
Oh shit.
Steppenwolf.
Yeah.
James, try that on your kazoo. The banana, bam, 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 banana. Try it on your kazoo.
I can give it a shot. I can give it
banana.
All right, let me try it. Yeah, let me go back to. Hey.
Waiting for my love. Bam, bam, banana. Oh yeah. Waiting for my love. Banana, bam, 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 banana. Circus.
Oh. Herb Alpert and the Tijuana dating game.
We're off the rails on a crazy train.
Vampire dust.
Vampire dust. Vampire dust.
I smell the blood.
I smell the blood. Vampire dust.
I guess Eric Frauenfelder was making faces like he was eating lemons. Like he was eating lemons while I was playing the kazoo. Does he have kazoo phobia or?
He has a kazoophobia.
Maybe
A
the
kazoophobia.
sound of the kazoo upsets his biorhythm or something. Cheers! Cheers! Cheers!
Cheers!
You know, people, if you tuned in late and you're hearing a kazoo, it's only because you did not watch the show from the beginning. We sink our piranha teeth into deep subjects. We get very serious when we have to. But it is an open it's an open topic, no rules, anything goes show.
Yeah.
There's no you know what? It's like a hot air balloon. You know, you're up there and you can go up or down, but you can't
But
change
James, you have a goofy drunk Scotsman on the panel.
Yeah, the wind blows you around, and you know we could talk about banger sausages, black pudding sausages. We could talk about haggis. It's too bad your friend don't hang with you anymore. The one that I met.
Oh, Zoe?
Yeah, she was pretty friendly.
Oh, I miss her. Yeah, she was a wassy. I was dating. That was a chick that I was dating, by the way.
Oh.
You know.
She found a new buttercup.
Yeah.
And you're the old buttercup, right?
Oh. Well, this other buttercup that she's got is a fucking prick. Wait, she's downgraded from me. Put it that way. Wait, I don't wait to shout shit, but like, she's downgraded from me.
She was like a lot of young females. She wanted the bad boy, the sleazy bad guy image. So
exactly.
Even though you are a performing artist and you have nice looking shades on, you're not bad enough.
Yeah, I'm too kind. I'm too kind. I'm too kind.
It's like Eric. See, Eric is like,
hey, Eric,
similar to me.
What you got there? Erdinger.
Erdinger. He's in a heavy metal band, but he's generally a nice guy. But he's in a heavy metal band.
Yeah, that's what's up.
They say nice guys.
That's what's up.
They say nice guys finish last, but I don't know about that.
Eric, I've seen your beer reviews. You're a fucking terrific beer reviewer, and you're a fucking cool guy. You're awesome, Eric.
His beer reviews.
Keep it up, by the way. Keep it up.
His single
you're cool. You're awesome.
His single
the more you
beer
drink,
reviews.
I suppose, the more you
Wait,
get comfortable.
I may
with
be
how to
drunk. I may
describe
be
what you're
drunk,
getting.
but Eric, you're awesome.
Thank you.
Listen, his solo beer reviews are second to none. I watched them. Massachusetts beer review with Eric is second to none in beer reviews. I know a lot of people think that
Buonasera. Buonanotte.
they're the cats now when it comes to reviewing
James,
craft beer, but
buonasera to you. Buonasera.
Buonasera. Hey, buonasera.
Do you know what that means?
Hey, no, I don't know. Hey, buonasera.
It's Italian.
I know. I'm doing a stereotypical Italian.
Buonasera means good afternoon. Buonanotte means
That
good
always
night.
clears up my sinuses when I do that. Hey, buonasera. Hey, buonasera. Ooh,
buonasera.
Ooh, that opens me up nice. All right, let's get back to Eric. All right, Sticks. What do you?
Get
what
back
do you
to
got?
me. This is the. What is this? 5.3%. It's the Erdinger Weissbier. Erdinger Weissbier. It is from. It's from somewhere in Germany.
Erdinger.
Yeah, 5.3%.
No, let him talk. Let him talk.
Germany.
Let him talk.
Brewed in Germany according to the Bavarian purity law,
Yeah,
which apparently came out in the year 1516. That law that says, basically the law says in Germany beer can only be made out of 4 different ingredients: water, hop, yeast, and malt. So this is a Hefeweizen beer, which is a German style wheat beer. And you're gonna get the banana notes. You're gonna get some baking spices kind of notes. You're gonna get obviously the wheat element. You're gonna get maybe some lemoniness. And
enjoy
it. A little caramel toffee, but very bready, almost like banana nut bread, kind of, sort of.
Oh, really? It sounds interesting.
Super good during a 70-degree Fahrenheit day here in southeastern Massachusetts. Perfect kind of a beer for nice weather finally here. The first day of May. Got some good weather. That's why I went outside just now, because bright sunshine with a good looking beer. The beer is definitely more lemony yellow. It looks kind of golden over here, right? Almost kind of on the
that beer
but it is more.
sounds so good and looks so good.
Let's see. Can you tell? It's a little, it's a little more lemony yellow, but it kind of comes across more, I don't know.
Yeah,
golden.
amber.
But it's definitely not. I mean, it's a little darker than gold, but it's more of a golden color.
It's like an amber color. Hazy amber color with a thick white head.
I was just gonna say that it is definitely not opaque at all. But that's one of the better representations of a Hefeweizen. I would say it's a medium towards a thin body, but medium, crisp, clean. Ultra refreshing. Again, it does really good for the Hefeweizen style.
Well, that is a wheat beer. That is a wheat beer, right?
I'll give it a 94. Yes, Hefeweizen is a German style of wheat beer.
Yeah.
94. I really like this stuff. This is perfect.
That's why I loved my favorite wheat beer was the German Aventinus.
This is the exact same style.
Like Aventinus. But if I had a domestic wheat beer, I hate it.
Enjoy, Thomas.
It's definitely nothing like that Belgian white, the Blue Moon. It's nothing like that. That's a whole different kind of a wheat beer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but 94. I like this beer. Pretty good. Ooh, there we go. All right.
Yeah, cool.
Thomas Meadow did a beer review there. There you go.
That's right. That's right.
Hopefully the woods will be the woods will bloom and all the trees will look nice and green before you know it.
Oh yeah, right now the posies are out, right? The blossoms.
Mm-hmm.
All the posies are
starting to come out. Yup.
Yeah, like the dogwood trees, the cherry blossoms, the tulips. Tulips, like a vagina. The tulips.
Oh Jesus! I got a lot of birch trees in my backwoods. Yeah.
Maybe you can make birch beer.
Maybe. There's some wild spearmint that grows over there. I don't know. I'm not going to be making Wrigley's gum anytime soon. Oh
yeah, spearmint is not really for tea.
No.
It's like you say, it has other purposes. The active ingredient in spearmint is methyl salicyate.
Wow.
And they put it in, you ever see the green rubbing alcohol? And there's methyl.
Green rubbing alcohol.
Yeah. They put it also in liniments.
Oh, okay.
A peppermint is actually a hybrid.
Green rubbing alcohol?
Between spearmint and another mint. But, peppermint does not make seeds. Peppermint just travels, it takes over the yard. It keeps on.
What about licorice flavoring?
Licorice plant, well, you can overdose on licorice. Ronald Theriot was explaining one time about a German lady was eating too much licorice and she had toxicity, a certain toxicity
Yeah.
occurring in your body. Yeah, that's why when you grow peppermint, they recommend grow it in tubs. You know, get like these like 5-gallon buckets or something, and because
Yeah.
they'll take a yard over. They will take a yard over.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Who's that?
Pro wrestling. It's not real, but they're
Oh,
really
guys,
they're
count me
really,
out of this one
setting
because
it up.
I don't know. I don't know personally. I don't know anything about fucking wrestling, so count me out of this discussion. But who the fuck was that guy on the wheel? Who was that guy in the wheel?
Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon. Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos.
He went to
Owner
outer
of
space.
Amazon?
Yeah, and Amazon owns
Amazon.com.
Whole Foods.
Oh, okay.
Well, I wish the rumors about the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes is not true, because he left. They weren't treating him right, so he left WWE and created AEW, All Elite Wrestling. And then he left. He wanted to come back to WWE for one last chance, and he told them,
"You
better, put me over good with the." And then I heard rumors that Vince McMahon wants to like humiliate him and start telling him that he's got to lose matches. And I don't think he's going to tolerate that. I think he's going to walk out. He's going to go right back to AEW. But I miss the old school wrestling of the territories. It was a lot different back then. A lot different. But if Ronnie Simpson was here, we would go on in detail about everything.
Ronnie Simpson? He ain't here.
No, I sent him a link, but he knows a lot about wrestling. And Ronda Rousey.
That's UFC, right?
Yeah, but she's in the WWE now, and I heard she's gonna.
Jeez.
They might make her the new world champion, and she
man.
has yeah.
Hey, Chrissy.
She's in WrestleMania.
Love you.
Okay. I'm gonna go down the stairs and I'm gonna grab a vodka and Coke. Ow!
Was vodka and Coke.
I'm drunk, it's a skunk, and I don't give a fuck.
Well, I can hear a pin drop here by me.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, nobody. You're the pin. Not the pinhead, but you're the pin.
Oh.
I'm the pinhead. Okay, but I'll be right back in a second.
Yep, that's okay.
Yeah. So how's your? You told me your brother's got a nice smoker, huh?
Yeah. He knows how to use that thing, yeah. Yeah, well, he didn't win our the beef brisket off. No, he did not win that, but he came in second place. We got a better brisket with better smoke rings off of a charcoal grill than he did from his smoker box. I don't know how that happened.
Well, how many people were in this contest?
There were just 3 different people. That was it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my sister-in-law's mother did one. My father did one, and my brother did one. My father ended up winning, and we don't have a smoker box at my house. We just have a charcoal grill. and we put the charcoal in a snake pattern. I guess that's the trick or the key or whatever. So that worked. And then you just have to make sure that you're maintaining a consistent temperature,
Super.
or like 250, 260, or make sure that the coals don't go out if you're using charcoal, or in my brother's case, make sure that your wood pellets or whatever you're using in the smoker isn't going out.
Well,
That's consistently lit.
once you establish the cherry red coals, that I like the firewood because they stay cherry red. They don't turn white and disintegrate like briquettes. So if you're using old-fashioned wood charcoal or firewood, and you establish the red wood, the red coal, then you can put fresh wood or fresh coals on top of that. You can keep feeding it. You don't have to start the process. You don't have to start the process all over again. You just keep putting fresh coals on top of it. Now a smoker would have the wood on one side with the water bowl for some steam, and then you can put like a aluminum tin of wood chips soaked in water, so that it slowly smolders.
My brother had the smoker box that he has. It's got a little reservoir that you put the wood chips in it, or the pellets, should I say? I forget what he said he was using. He might have said it was like a combination of, he was using hickory, and I think he said peach wood, which I've never heard of using peach wood. That sounds pretty good.
I mean, I love peaches in general as a fruit, but I don't know what the wood does to the flavoring. But I've heard of applewood, mesquite, hickory, cherry.
My brother had bought a container, this plastic container of these bourbon barrel blocks.
There's no fucking way.
He was going to try to put him in. He was going to try to put it into his smoker box and use them that way. But the blocks, I mean, he could cut them up, I suppose, right? But the blocks are too big to actually fit in that reservoir that you put the pellets. So we actually took some of those that he gave us, and we put a couple on the actual charcoal grill while the brisket was going, just to give it a little bit of a different smoky flavor and a little bit of a sweetness. Because actually, if you smell those blocks, it certainly smells like a barrel from that bourbon was resting in. Certainly has a sweetness to it.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating that old broken-in barrels that were used for fermenting one type of beverage are leased out or rented out to other companies to make other fermented beverages, like a bourbon barrel IPA or a. I mean, it could be anything really. They're all like sharing these barrels, charred. It's they start off charring the inside of the oak barrel, and then they just
for bourbon to be called bourbon, it has to be aged in let me say it this way. It's got to be aged in new white American oak, and there's different levels of charring that can be done to the barrels. One of the bigger charring stages, I forget if they call it char number 4 or something. There's one that's called, I think it's called an alligator char, where if you looked at the inside of the barrel, it would almost be it would almost remind you of the way that an alligator skin looks like. And the whole reasoning, I think, for charring, I believe for charring the inside of a barrel that much is, just think about it. Not only is it going to have some of that char flavor to it, right, the whiskey at the end of the day, but there's going to be more area where the whiskey can get into the barrel and soak up in between all those char marks, and can really soak up into that barrel and really get concentrated barrel flavor.
Well, white oak seems to be a very popular type of oak in the South, because this guy I know that works with wood, he has a business involved in woodworking. He uses white oak. Actually, it's the only oak he can get in Texas locally, and he uses hickory too. But he said that hickory is more durable than oak. He explained what happens when you split oak. It when you break oak, it splinters. When you break hickory, it slowly splits. Like it's not like an even crack and it's broke. It's like slowly breaks.
Right.
It takes a bit. So he says, as far as durability go, he said hickory is one of the best hardwoods. But it's interesting. The bourbon barrel. Now, once the bourbon barrel has been used for making bourbon for, let's say, 20 or 30 years, can you continue to use that broken in charred bourbon barrel of white oak?
You can. It's not. You're not able to call it. You're not able to call the product that comes out of the second use of that barrel. You're not able to call it bourbon legally.
Okay, so they have.
So there's another company. There's another company in, I think, probably Kentucky. They're called Michter's. I think it's spelled MITCHER''S. They have a whiskey they call Michter's American whiskey. Now that's a whole another style of whiskey where in the case of Michter's, they're using a previously used oak barrel in the making of their whiskey, and because it may fit all the other legal definitions. It may fit the legal definition in all other aspects for it to be called a bourbon, but the minute they use a previously used barrel, they can't call it bourbon anymore.
So these companies.
But you can do that.
So these distilleries that make strictly bourbon have to sell off their barrels after the batch is done, after the bourbon is bottled and it's empty. They sell it
if they want to if they want to continue to make a product called bourbon, they do. Yeah. I mean, if they wanted to make American whiskey, they could keep using those barrels if they wanted. Another thing that happens is a great deal of the Scotch whiskey industry and Irish whiskey industry, and probably even like the country of India, probably even their whiskey too, but especially in Scotland and Ireland, they acquire so much of our used bourbon barrels. Most of the Scotch whiskeys have probably been aged in an ex-bourbon barrel, to be completely honest.
Huh. Yeah, so they can well, they all use oak as their choice of wood. So I mean, if it's a charred oak barrel and other people want to purchase barrels, I guess they could sell it to anybody.
I gotta.
You're right, Jordy.
I got a vodka and Coke, and I got a smoke.
All right.
So, sorry, I can't
vodka and Coke and a smoke.
And a smoke.
I like the way it sounds.
Vodka,
interesting.
Coke, and smoke.
Vodka, Coke, and smoke. Vodka, Coke.
Yeah.
Do
A
jazz.
vodka, and Coke, and I got a smoke. I got a vodka and Coke, and I got a. I can't talk. I can't talk, guys.
He's got a vodka,
That's all
Coke,
right.
and smoke. He's
I
got a
can't
vodka.
talk.
He's got a vodka, Coke, and smoke.
Yeah, and I'm drunk as a skunk, and I don't give a fuck. And like, I love being on this live stream. James P. Madonna. James, you're awesome. You know, Commodore, you're awesome. Eric, you're awesome. You know,
You're
I
drunk.
love you guys. You guys are awesome. You know, cheers.
You're drunk as the skunk, and you're ready to take. That won't be good. Well,
Yeah.
thank you, performing artist Jordy K.
Thank you, James P. Madonna, for having
We
me
also have
on your
performing
drink.
artists. We also have performing artists, drum playing and guitar playing extraordinaire, Eric Frauenfelter of Oxblood Forge. We have two performing
What?
artists.
Where?
Right there.
The only person
Right here,
who doesn't
right
have
here, right here.
Anthony Mantia. Well, Anthony Mantia.
Oh, guys, I'm fucked. I'm fucked, bro. Yeah, I mean, I can barely talk, man. I'm fucking screwed. I'm fucked. I'm drunk. I'm high. You know, I can barely talk. But like, yeah, I'm fucked, bro.
You say you're screwed?
I'm drunk as a skunk, and I don't give a fuck. Bam, 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 bam,
Is that a
bam,
new song? That's it. Oh yeah.
What does Beer Man say? Oh, the lactation in my mouth, the creaminess. When I drink this beer, I have the sensation of a healthy cow's gigantic nipple in my mouth.
Oh God, what?
The creaminess. Oh, the creaminess. The beer man. His beard grows faster than anyone I've ever seen. I mean, I remember when he shaved it, and then all of a sudden, boing, back to Santa Claus again.
I'm on a live stream.
Santa Claus. No, I don't think he shaved on a live stream. Oh, that would be cool. Shave on a live stream.
Shave on live stream. You know, it'd be even funnier if he shaved on live stream using the meringue on a lemon meringue pie.
Oh, what?
The meringue.
What?
Sticking his hand in the meringue of a lemon meringue pie, meringue, and just doing it. You going bye-bye? You going bye-bye? You're not feeling well, right? Oh, your girlfriend is here? You're muted. I don't know what the hell you're saying. All right.
I think he did say bye-bye.
Michael Hilton, that funky Hilton, brass monkey, that Michael Hilton.
We should get him on the stream somehow.
Yeah, let me see if I can get him on the stream. That
Tell
goes
him we're
into-
doing an NA beer discussion.
Let me see. Oh gosh.
We're drinking Heineken Zero, Michael.
Goldsmith? Oh, what happened? He took his. I'll be darned. He took his.
He's got that weird channel now on YouTube where he talks about
No,
toxicity.
I can't.
Of women.
I'm blocked. Wait a minute. I can't message. No, he blocked me, the bastard. Son of a bitch.
Well, he's not coming on your stream anytime soon.
He's mad because I told him something honestly, something truthful, and I guess he didn't like the way it sounded.
Oh boy, truth hurts, huh?
Yeah, I mentioned something. He like talk about walking on eggshells. He's like the most sensitive man baby snowflake.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. He still owes you $50 for that.
He's never gonna give me $50 for a headset microphone he never used. He used it once.
Listen, he's got money to live in that fancy condo with a swimming pool and do whatever he does socially. Then he doesn't. He's what you call a totally fucked up in the head individual. That's pretty much what he is. He's lost case.
I could try to give him a link if he wants to join. I don't know if this is gonna work.
Yeah, he's under Goldsmith now.
Yeah, he messages me all the time from his Instagram. Let's see.
Actually, I don't even see him anymore. Oh, he really blocked me because I don't see him on YouTube. Any of his notifications.
Oh well. Well,
What up?
It said on Facebook Messenger via his Instagram account that he's active now. We'll see if he notices the link.
He's active now. Yeah, he doesn't. He don't do Facebook anymore. He just does Instagram. For whatever reason. I mean, Facebook owns Instagram.
He says this on March 10th. There.
March 10th, he said.
New channel.
New channel? He keeps on trying to read.
That's that new channel. The new channel is
Western Mike, right?
Oh. Well, then you click on it and it says this video has been removed by the uploader.
Western Mike.
Maybe his channel's already gone. Maybe his channel's already gone again.
I told him instead of calling it Western Mike, you should call it West Coast Mike, because when they read the word Western, they think of cowboys. They don't think of San Francisco. They don't think of California.
Maybe.
West Coast. You'd be surprised that a lot of people don't put much thought into a lot of things they do. I mean, you're going to think of a name for your channels. Take the time to think of a good one. I mean, yours is easy because you're still the original native beer reviewer from the state of Massachusetts. So, that's Massachusetts Beer Review. I mean, it doesn't matter. John and Ellie moved there.
No, he's not changing his name. He's not changing his name from Georgia Beer Reviews anytime soon.
Nah,
he's still from Georgia.
He's from Georgia Beer Reviews. I mean, Jean-Pierre is from New Jersey, but he moved to Mobile, Alabama. Now he's living in Georgia.
Yeah.
He's still. I don't know. What does he call his reviewing?
It's just his name.
Jean-Pierre Beer Reviews.
It's just his name, Jean-Pierre, I believe, is what his YouTube channel is. He didn't really give it a name. Mm-hmm. John H. Pierre or something like that.
Nope. What is H? Hamilton? Something?
I don't know.
Jean-Pierre Hamilton.
Sounds very sophisticated. Yeah, I don't think Michael's coming on, but maybe he'll see the link and try to join in like an hour when we're not even live anymore.
I told him, man. I told him he was talking. He was talking red pill talk. Alpha male red pill. I says, you want to talk alpha male red pill? Come on board.
Goodbye, Commodore. I never heard you speak yet, not once, but on the phone. Cheers.
Yeah, his sons kept on calling him. I'm so glad I don't have any kids because every time I have someone with kids on the show, their family is always interrupting them, like constantly. Like it's almost like they don't care if they're live streaming. They're completely selfish, and especially if they're young. But apparently, these are older kids, and
Michael Goldsmith has seen my message. We'll see what he says.
Let's see what he does. Right. Let's see what he does.
Somebody's grilling. I can smell somebody grilling up some hamburgers. It's nice weather. Super nice weather today.
Well, yeah, you know what? I don't want to say it too loud, but I'm sure it'll be loud enough. Well, knock on wood. For the past several days, it's been bone dry, clear, no clouds in the sky, no rain, cool temperature, and sunny. It's been the ideal, perfect barbecue.
I think it's supposed to rain coming up tomorrow. Yeah, barbecue weather. Barbecue weather and time for lighting the fire pit outside. Yeah,
you should hang up some like bamboo wind chimes and maybe a solar powered bird bath. They have this solar powered bird bath that makes the sun makes a fountain squirt water in the center of the bird bath.
Let me see. I can show you something.
He's got rain.
Settings.
So that means
I can show you something.
Alex, the beer masturbator, must have rain too down there.
Yeah, there was a rain delay in the Boston Red Sox game earlier this afternoon with Baltimore. It was raining pretty bad.
Oh, they're playing the Orioles at Fenway.
Camden Yards, Baltimore.
Oh, they're down there. Okay.
Yeah. Going over here. Here we go. Oh yeah.
You got a pond?
You got the fish in there. Yeah.
You got a koi, a little kidney-shaped koi pond.
Those are goldfish that grew from 20 cents to that size.
Yeah, they're comets. They're They call them feeders in a pet shop.
Yeah.
Yep. They're you could pick out. They have baby comets, 20-cent baby comets that are have the same coloration as a lot of koi. You can pick like red and white, yellow and whites. There's a pretty little minnow. It's called a Chinese white cloud minnow that lives in. It can live in cold temperatures in a pond.
I wonder how far I can go on my Wi-Fi connection here in the forest. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh. See, way yonder.
Wait, did I see chicken wire on top of the pond? Is that for the raccoons?
That's just to keep out birds. It's just plastic mesh. It's just to keep out primarily it's used to keep out debris and stuff from clogging up the pond and making it dirty. But it'll also keep out any animals or birds or whatever, because once in a blue moon, if we drain that pond to clean it out, once in a blue moon, you may see something that looks like a squirrel or a chipmunk in there.
Well, raccoons will also grab your goldfish and kill them.
Yeah.
If you put a bullfrog tadpole in there, it will become a frog and it'll actually hang out near that pond.
You can't see it way down that way, and I don't want to lose Wi-Fi connection, but there's a natural like, I don't know. I guess you would call that a swampy area, like a
Marsh.
cesspool down there. Yeah, basically.
There's probably
Very
a lot
marshy
of
area. Ow. Very
there's,
marshy
pro-
area down that way.
there's probably a lot of salamanders hibernating right now down there.
Oh, I would guess.
You know,
there
you know
you go.
what?
You can sort of kind of see it.
Okay,
Maybe.
you know what your yard is perfect for, and you're
Sasquatch.
missing the opportunity. You could buy live mushroom spores online and grow culinary mushrooms in
Oh.
where it's shade in there where it's completely shaded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of culinary mushrooms. Yep, yes sir. On the
Very
tree.
good.
On the trees.
On a tree. Just on one of these big trees.
Yeah, and which includes shiitake, maitake, oyster mushroom, portobello. Yeah, I know some of them are medicinal, but others are culinary. I know the oyster mushroom is awesome.
Yeah.
And the portobellos are great if you marinate them and put them on the grill.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that black garlic that they use in Japan, that is tasty as hell. I put that in the noodles.
Nice.
That fermented black garlic. It's a nice yard you got there. You got decent property.
Oh.
You know, I mean, you could you can
You gotta have two grills. Charcoal.
and propane.
And gas. Yes.
I'm surprised
Fire
that
pit.
are you able
Bourbon barrel. Oh yeah. Bourbon barrel.
there you go. So you could have little outdoor barbecue parties with the group.
Yeah.
Like
Bourbon,
let's say you have something to celebrate. Oh, by the way, did you guys go down and play Delaware yet?
No, that's happening in September.
Oh yeah, because
September. That's the weekend of September 15th, I believe.
Yeah, because I-95 is not far from where I live. It's close.
All right. Come on down to Delaware. Woo.
It's not far.
All right. You want to do that?
And if you go over to GW, I'm the second exit over to GW, and what do you call Dingbats is about 20 minutes west.
Oh yeah.
As soon as you get over to GW and you see Interstate Route 80, it's 20 minutes west. That's where Dingbats is.
All right. I've heard a lot about that place.
Yeah, that's like a heavy metal paradise for heavy metal bands.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, there's the Grand Tour. Oh, there's a Grand Tour.
Yeah. Well, the neighborhood is nice though. It really is. It's very.
I got a 2018 Subaru Crosstrek in a, what do they call that? Sunset Orange. There you go.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
No, I mean the property.
It's all paid off for this year.
No, I mean the neighborhood looks really nice. Nice residential area.
Let's see. No cars are going to run me over, right? Okay.
No sidewalk.
Go in the middle of the road.
When you don't see a sidewalk, oh no, there is a sidewalk.
Whoa, airplane. There you go. Yeah, we go right over Logan Airport, where these planes are going down, touching down. Yeah.
Oh, so when the planes land at Logan, they go right over where you live.
There they are. There it is. Yup.
Logan, but you're not really. I mean, you're still far from Boston.
Yeah, a half an hour, 40 minutes south of Boston.
Yeah. Well, that's the capital of the state, right?
America.
So the
Capital,
government.
yes.
So the state governor's office is in Boston.
Yup. There's the tour. All right.
There's the tour.
Nice. There's the tour. Back to the garage.
Now, has
let's see.
Did the Red Sox get rid of? I know they. Well, Mookie Betts is with Los Angeles.
He moved over to the Dodgers. We acquired outfield. We acquired a couple of things. The main part of the acquisition was outfielder Alex Verdugo, which has turned out to be a pretty nice acquisition. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, we're playing Wilmington, Delaware. Let me check. I think that's September 16th. It's that third week of second or third week of September. Let me double check that. Let's see. Checking now. September 16th, we're in Delaware. September 17th, we go to North Carolina. And then we have the travel back to Massachusetts the day after. So September 16th, Bart Robinson, we are in Wilmington, Delaware. I could probably tell you the name of a club, I bet. The club is called Bar XIII. So that's what, Bar 13? I think is what it's called, Bar 13. We're going to be playing we're playing Bar 13, The Age of Truth. We're on tour with our buddies Mourn the Light. They invited us. Another band called Spiral Grave and Oxblood Forge. I don't know anything beyond who the band Mourn the Light is. They're sort of kind of like what we do, a little different sound tonality wise and playing wise.
So the name of that,
they're from Connecticut.
So the name of the venue in Wilmington is called, what was that again?
It's Bar 13. I think it says Bar XIII, the Roman numerals there.
Oh, Roman numeral for 13. Okay, got it.
XIII.
Okay. That's
Bar
13.
XIII. Yep, I believe that's pronounced 13.
All right, that's
13. September 16th, Wilmington, Delaware, Bart Robinson. Write it on your calendar now. Eric Fraunfelter.
Yes, get that black Sharpie marker out and put it on.
Man, that would be cool. Bart Robinson at an Oxblood show. I would have never thought that is a possibility. I told Alex the Beer Master about that. He apparently is maybe all of 40 minutes away from Wilmington, Delaware. Him and his brother should be driving right down to go and check that out.
Actually, him and his brother should attend.
Yeah. You can meet up with Bart Robinson from the YouTube community chat. Yeah.
You know, it'd be good if you were able to plug in your cell phone and go live at these gigs.
Yeah, I got to do a better job at I gotta get me one of those tripod stands or something so I can actually do it.
Yeah, I got I showed you the one I got.
Still gotta get one of those.
They sell tripods.
I can do it right from our band YouTube channel. It would be better. We'd be better off doing it that way than probably from my channel. Although if we use my channel, no fault of the band's, but I got a slightly bigger presence on YouTube than my band does, unfortunately.
Yeah, but there's no
we got to get that bigger, that presence.
Well, but there's no problem with that because you have unlimited streaming locations with your professional account. Like, in other words, you can stream on multiple, many, what do you call destinations. Many destinations. What was I going to say? I've used
Hello?
many. I've
Oh, there
used
you go.
many. I've used many tripods.
I can't hear.
And-
Why can't I hear you right now? What happened?
You can't hear me? Yeah, is that weird? I hear you. Yeah, bar 13, Roman numeral. Yeah. You can't hear me, huh? Oh well. Let's see. He'll be back. Bar 13, Roman numeral X 1, 2, 3. Roman numeral 13, bar 13. Let me see if he comes back. I'll tell him what the best tripod I ever used for my phone. Here he is. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, there you go.
Why the hell can I not hear you?
That happened with Jordy today. I told him.
I'm on a different device and I can't hear you.
Oh.
What the hell?
What about now? No?
This is odd.
You still can't hear me?
Maybe it's on James's end.
Hold on for a second. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Let me see. How do you all right, you hear me now?
No. I don't know.
No?
Nada. Nothing. Let me try this. Hello? Oh, there you are. What the hell? Random. You gotta love technology, right?
Yeah, I mean, what I was saying was I tried every imaginable tripod for my phone, and the very best tripod is a simple little bitty clay pot, little terracotta pot turned upside down, because it really holds the phone at any angle you want. So you would have to get a long USB cord. They sell them 6 feet, 10 feet. That's it. You're good to go. And you just and that's it. You got to plug it in because video sucks up electricity really fast.
Yeah, I mean the only problem with that idea is it does not. There's you basically don't really have a good select. You don't have a good option for different angles of your video.
No,
viewing angles. Yeah, you're stuck with one or two, and that's about it.
Yeah, you would.
I got a I'm on a little tripod stand right now for this phone. I mean, minimally, I could bring that thing and use it that way.
I mean, if you have one or two options, number one of those great options would be a diagonal shot. This way, all the participants will be in view.
Yep.
So you could see you and everyone else, because plus you could see the background behind you. Plus you could see a bit, the people in the very front.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a diagonal shot would be good, and
wouldn't be the worst thing on the known planet.
No, and you'll be utilizing your professional membership for something great.
On YouTube, or sorry, on StreamYard here. Yeah.
Right, and then once it's pre-recorded, once the event is over, I mean, you have unlimited hours. The event it'll be right there with a YouTube link. Now you can put it anywhere you want.
The only thing that you're not afforded the only thing is with Facebook. StreamYard
is you get 100. No, you get 50 hours of recorded material on StreamYard. But wherever you go live from, so if I'm using StreamYard like we are to go live onto YouTube, it's going to keep the stream on YouTube. There's just not going to be a recorded version of it on StreamYard, which I don't know if anybody honestly really cares about that or not.
Oh,
You can still go into you can probably still go into your YouTube account and download the video straight from your own account.
I don't even pay attention to the recorded shows on StreamYard. I just care about the destination. Now, in your case, I mean, YouTube is a hell of a lot more important than Facebook, because you can always post the YouTube link on Massachusetts Beer Review Facebook. I mean,
you don't necessarily have to. You don't necessarily have to do a restream, but I mean, it's nice to have a restream, I suppose, if you have it restreaming onto Facebook, and anyone that's scrolling around on their Facebook page ends up randomly stumbling across the fact that you're live and then stops and watches it that way.
Yeah, because if you're streaming on Facebook and YouTube, on Facebook it would have to be on a page.
Yeah, well, you would have to be. Well, no, not necessarily. If I just shared a link on my personal Facebook page, anybody that's my friend could scroll around and see that I just went live. They're scrolling up and down their YouTube page. But if I post it to a certain page, then it's anybody. Obviously, it would be anybody that's involved in that group, which probably should be posting that link to several different groups and be setting this thing up hours in advance so that everything's already shared to the people that it needs to be, and then all I got to do is just go live.
And it should be a great URL, video link to advertise the
band,
the CDs, the albums.
Yeah,
promote the albums. So
right,
that's about it. I think I'm gonna, because of the show, I'm too tired to cook. I'm gonna order Chinese food and have that delivered.
Hell yeah.
I did. Oh, did I do breakfast? Yeah, I did breakfast already. Well, brunch, because I'm never hungry early, never in the morning.
Ooh.
Oh, you got your little humidor there.
A humidor, yes. This is pipe tobacco from 2013. Ooh, it's been aging. I had to rehydrate this tobacco because this was like the first tobacco I ever bought for the pipe, and I didn't have a jar or anything to put it in, so it dried out a little bit. I had to do a little bit of a humidification or re-moisten this.
So what do you do? You mist it with a spray bottle or something?
Well, you can do a few things. The one that I chose to do was you take the tobacco and you can put it in a bowl, and you can moisten paper towels and then get a rubber band and put the paper towel over the top of the bowl and let the moisture seep into the tobacco that way. I wouldn't recommend for pipe tobacco or even cigars for that matter. I wouldn't recommend using slices of fruits and stuff because the fruit itself can get moldy. Oh, you have a moldy piece of fruit inside of your tobacco. What the hell? You gotta smoke a moldy fruit?
It will get very moldy. I know that for a fact. And you wouldn't have to wait long for it to get moldy either.
Exactly, yeah. What I'm going to have in the pipe while we start closing out the stream or whatever we're doing here, it is called, the Dunhill brand. I'm sure everybody's heard of Dunhill if they've heard of luxury style products here. They used to make a bunch of cigars too. They had some luxury cigarette brand. And they used to make pipe tobaccos, and then, I don't know, 2 years ago, they stopped producing the pipe tobacco, and the brand Peterson of Ireland bought out all the tobacco line, so they're doing all the blending for the old Dunhill stuff. But this one is called Dunhill Early Morning Pipe Tobacco, which is
I look this bad boy up, it is a. You go to tobaccoreviews.com. They tell you a lot about. It's kind of like Beer Advocate for pipe tobacco. Tobaccoreviews.com. It's a sweet Oriental, carefully blended with bright and red Virginias, pressed and lightly stoved, meaning they steam pressed it, basically. It's great as a first pipe, arousing the palate for further pleasures of the day. All right. Came out in the late 1970s. All right. Oriental, bright and red Virginia, pressed and lightly stoved, enhanced by medium fired Latakia. And Latakia is not so it's an English blend, is what it's basically called. That's the style. And a Latakia is the main element of a English blend of pipe tobacco, which I know to say that it gives you a smoky taste is kind of weird, but in a similar fashion does peated Scotch whiskey give you a smoky taste. The peat in this case is a Latakia, which it's probably a Virginia, I would guess, or it could be a Burley. I don't remember what kind of tobacco it is, but it's a process where say my garage here is a tobacco barn, right? They're hanging the tobacco up in the rafters of this barn, and below that there's an actual controlled fire that they have going on. And I think with the Latakia style tobacco, it's continuously burning for a whole 6 months. They keep this fire burning for that whole 6 months. And it gives the tobacco, once that smoke reaches up into the rafters and gets into that tobacco and starts coloring it, it gives it a really, again, like a Scotch whiskey, gives it a smoky, some people say campfire kind of an element to the tobacco, more almost like a natural kind of tobacco. We're not talking about like your vanillas or your rums or your cocoa nut or your whatever kind of flavored tobaccos, just natural tobacco.
Oh.
Here's kind of what it looks like. Let's see. Here's kind of what it looks like. Oh, yeah. I'm trying.
Like my favorite pipe you have is that rustic looking pipe that looks like an old briarwood tree.
Oh yeah, I got this one in the mail. I got this new pipe in the mail last week.
There you go. Oh yeah, that's a new one.
It's a brand new pipe. I've only smoked it once yesterday. It's another briar pipe, and it's made by a gentleman called Brian Doran. I've been following him on YouTube and Instagram. I think he's on YouTube as Beans, BEANS 316. Go subscribe to that guy and check him out. He does his own pipe carving, and you can find the Doran pipes when they're available on eBay. I bought this on eBay.
Oh,
it was pretty economically priced for a nice. And the top of the bowl is all nice and smooth, and it's got that rustic. They call it rustication, the not so smooth look, but that's kind of what I like. And yeah,
it's probably and it's good that you have different pipes because you're supposed to let them rest.
Yeah, you shouldn't really be smoking in general. You shouldn't really be smoking back to back to back with the same pipe.
You have to let the carbon coating cool.
Yeah, and so with the new pipe, there's a lot of varying opinions on. It's like anything. It's like any hobby, right? Everyone's got varying opinions on how to do a certain thing or how you should do it. Or no, this is the proper way. No, this is the proper way. No, this is the proper way. Proper way to break in a pipe. Everybody's got their own personal opinion.
Uh-huh.
My personal opinion on that is I don't have a personal opinion. I just smoke the pipe. Eventually, some people, well, let me get into that. Some people say, oh, only fill the pipe the first 2/3. So you get that cake layer, the carbon layer, so that the pipe starts really smoking cool, and that the pipe stays lit over time until you get that, and start doing it that way until you get the right carbon level there. I say you're going to smoke the pipe anyways. just smoke it. Just do it like you normally would, and to me, it's eventually going to get that carbon layer, regardless of how you do it.
Yeah,
So just
fill
do
it
it.
up. Just
Just
fill
do
it
it.
up.
I just load it up the way I normally would.
Fill it up normally to the top, and then let's say, okay, it's Sunday. Okay, so let's say you're smoking that pipe today. Well, tomorrow you might not smoke a pipe, but if you choose to, just grab another one that you have, another pipe, and then you let that sit for 24 hours.
So they say do.
Well, you
They say
definitely
do two things. They say do two things here. So don't get tobacco in your mouth. You do your charring light. You char the tobacco at the top of it. You get a nice ash layer trying to start going where everything is generally pretty lit. You take this little piece that's your tamper, and you're constantly over time you're tamping it when the pipe starts to get less and less of a smoke volume. And basically what you're doing is you're getting the tobacco and the ash layer down, or what's not been burned, you're getting it down closer to the flame source. That's basically what you're doing there. So you light the pipe, you get that little, they call it a false light. You get that light, you make sure everything's pretty well lit, and then you go in for the whatever they call that one, the real light or something like that.
Yeah, corncob pipes are more delicate, so you definitely can't smoke the same corncob 2 days.
I have two corncob pipes. I found one in an antique store in upstate New York. Another one this is one of your average looking, what you would think of as a corncob pipe. You have the Missouri Meerschaum company makes corncobs.
Yeah, Missouri Meerschaum is a famous company that makes good corncobs.
Yep.
And I used to see a company in convenience in privately owned like convenience stores. Dr. Graybow pre-smoked pipes, pre-smoked Dr. Graybows. They have some kind of machine that smokes it. But yeah, the Missouri Meerschaum.
They're cheap, economical pipes that work really well.
They're
good pipes. I'm not going to complain. I can't complain with the pipe that I have. The only thing I can complain about is this stem piece is more of like a cheaper kind of a plastic. It's not really good.
Yeah, it wears out fast, especially biters. Which will happen. I mean,
I don't really. I've never been really a one that just smokes a pipe and sits into my mouth and just clenches it.
Is there like a strong polypropylene or neoprene rubber bit?
Yeah, I don't have one on this pipe, but you can buy they call them in the pipe world softy bits.
Softy.
And they are made out of rubber, and they will fit over the mouthpiece, and you can do that. Another really economical way is just buy PVC piping and cut it down from like Home Depot, like we were talking about earlier. You can just use those.
Do they make PVCs that small?
Yeah, I got one. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it.
I didn't think.
Let me see. I got one this one's dirty. Don't use it, but something like this.
Oh, it's like a fat straw.
Yeah, just cut it, and then you can. Yeah, basically, and you can just put it over. I'm not gonna do it with this dirty thing from gardening or whatever, but you can use something like that in a bind if you really want to do that. Yeah, I should buy more of those.
Interesting. And they're called
softy bits.
Softy bits.
Yep.
And with anxiety, people will bite. These days.
Yeah, well, you can buy estate pipes, which are the used pipes. Whether they're smoked or unsmoked is a different story, but they can come in all different kinds of conditions. Those stems, with all the bite marks, or they can have holes. Literally, you buy as is, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I used to the only pipe tobacco I'm accustomed to is Cavendish, which is like a sweet, very moist pipe tobacco. Different Cavendishes, golden, the black, and then the other ones.
Sure.
There was one that was very dry called Bond Street. They were like nuggets.
Oh.
nuggets, and it was very dry. Like there was a Sir Walter Raleigh pipe tobacco that was similar to that, also very dry. Didn't care for that, but you know,
a lot of the drugstore or what they call OTC blends, or some people in the pipe community call them codger blends. Codger blends, right? But the OTC stands for over the counter, so stuff that you would have seen in drugstores like a CVS before they pulled all their tobacco products. They're primarily burley-based tobaccos, which mostly the burley industry is used, or the tobacco industry uses burley in a lot of, mostly in cigarettes. But
well, burley would be a variety of tobacco, right?
Yes, yeah. So the burley. So you got burleys, and Virginia's, oriental tobacco that are the naturally occurring tobaccos that aren't. So unlike a Black Cavendish, we talked about Latakia, and there's another one called Darkfire Kentucky. But especially the Latakia and what you're talking about with the Black Cavendish, they're not actually varieties of tobacco. They're a process in which has to be undergone to create that tobacco. The burleys have really low sugar content, so they burn very well, and they have they generally have a nutty. Some people say a chocolatey taste. You can get a dark burley. You can get a white burley. The white burleys tend to have little flavor characteristics, but the burley generally, probably why they use them in cigarettes so much, because they'll generally have a pretty higher nicotine content than a lot of other styles of tobacco. The Virginias have a higher sugar content than a lot of other tobaccos, and you can kind of get like citrusy notes out of Virginias and more of a natural sort of a tobacco taste. And because of the high sugar content, they burn much hotter. They're much hotter smoke. So you have to really, like you're drinking your whiskeys or your bourbons or your brandies or whatever kind of liquor you're drinking, you want to sip on the pipe when you're doing the Virginia stuff because of how hot it can get. You can get that sensation on your tongue, and they call that tongue bite.
They must use Virginias for the flavored pipe tobaccos, like your apple, cherry, like a cherry liqueur. There's one called with apple in it, all different flavors.
Mostly you'll see a lot of burley and Cavendish in a lot of those, and a lot of the flavored aromatic. They call those aromatic blends.
Yeah, I heard there's a northern tobacco grown in New England.
Yeah, in the cigar world, there are Connecticut grown tobaccos that are primarily used for the outer wrapper leaf of the cigar. You can get a Connecticut sun grown, and you can get a Connecticut shade tobacco. Literally, shade is they're growing in. Both of these tobaccos are obviously grown outside, right? But one can be sun grown. It's just growing, and it's not being covered by anything. With the shade tobacco, with the Connecticut shade, you can get almost like a cheesecloth that they're tinting the tobacco with, so that it's a lighter color and it's not so dark or robust as, say, the sun-grown style.
They're trying to hinder the photosynthesis of the plant.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. Okay. Because the natural chlorophyll, which makes the plant green, is the blood of the plant, and requires sun.
And not all the time is Black Cavendish used exclusively in aromatics or more of the flavored tobacco or pipe tobaccos. Sometimes people use it for it's good to help meld all the flavors together, and it has some people say, some of the pipe blenders say that it will give a certain weight to the smoke as well.
Okay. Are you familiar with this company that Bart Robinson used to use?
Kerry brand. I've never heard of Kerry brand.
A vented stem with a paper filter inside.
Yeah, you can get filtered pipes. Yeah, they make all different kinds of pipes that will fit like a 6 millimeter or 9 millimeter pipe. The Savinelli brand, and I have some in the house, but they make balsa wood filters.
Oh, so it kind of looks like the HEPA filter in my vacuum cleaner, right? It's like paper.
When you look on either side of this balsa filter, it's got all these little porous holes in it on either side,
Oh, okay.
on the ends of them. Yep.
Yeah, I know.
There's one guy on YouTube that also has his own online shop. Go subscribe to this guy if you like pipe tobacco and listen and stuff about that. He's called the Pipe Nook, Eddie Gray. He's in Florida, and he's one of the few people out there publicly in the they call it YTPC, YouTube Pipe Community, that's all about smoking without the filters. He's done smoking with the filters. He's done smoking without the pipe filter, and for whatever reasoning, he likes the way that the 9 millimeter pipes with the filter insert smoke a little better for him. It's a little cooler of a smoke for him. Yeah. And even if you see like long stems or Gandalf, they call them church wardens, where they're really long stems. The further away you are from that bowl with your stem, technically the cooler the smoke will be, because it has more time to travel away from that heat source, and it's cooling itself down as it's going through that stem when it's a lot longer. You can get really short stems, and they're called nose warmers. All right. Yeah.
Nose warmers.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, you know what? This has been a fun show, because it was like it was all over the place. You know, like so many topics were discussed. The main topic was at the beginning of the show, and it was a serious topic. And you know, if you're an animal lover and you care, it should infuriate a lot of animal lovers. And
Peter.
Yeah, you know, about the online exotic pet trade. I'm talking about.
Well, I'm not all about that. No, sir.
Yeah, I'm talking about legal.
The legality, the legal.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about like a venomous snake or a tiger cub. I'm talking about something innocent, like a tortoise or a turtle or a lizard, or you know.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Or a salamander. So, well, a lot of places are not properly caring for their animals, and they're sending customers sick animals that drop dead on.
Well, yeah. Since I wasn't on that chat, I'll say really quickly. Yeah. I don't really care what the pet is, even goldfish to a certain extent, right? If you don't have the time, if you don't really have the time, if you want a pet, if you're really thinking about getting a pet and you don't really have the time to dedicate to caring for that pet, don't get a pet. Do not do it. That's what I'm gonna. That's my spiel in a nutshell about that.
I would say first, a person should really research that creature well. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, you should have its enclosure already pre-set up.
Oh yeah, right before it. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And then when it arrives, you give it the best care that the animal deserves. And
if you're doing any kind of aquatic animals, fish or whatever, say for example, already have that, you know, with the nitrogen, you know, if you're the nitrogen cycle, right? Already have that nitrogen cycle kind of starting to do its thing. Have like the little brine shrimp or something. Some people will actually use and collect the shells of shrimp and start to, actually from like your cocktail shrimp and like eating of shrimp or mussel shells or whatever it is, and that'll naturally try to start that process. And then you can get little bottom feeders, or you can buy the little brine shrimp, stuff that'll eat all that algae as well.
Well, I had got a new filter, hang-on filter that goes on the outside, made by Marine Land.
Yeah,
and it is mostly a biological filtration system. It has like the bio wheel that spins.
Sure.
As the water hits it and it spins, the aerobic bacteria grow on it, and plus I stuffed it with additional bioactive material. So I loaded it up with bioactive material, which is very porous, like lava rock, and like lava rock, meaning there's a lot of holes in there for the bacteria to grow. And you have the nitrogen cycle. The waste material turns to a toxic ammonia, which it turns to nitrates, then to nitrites, and then nitrites are supposed to evaporate out of the water. Now, if you don't have a nitrogen cycle established, don't get any fish.
No, it's going to be it's going to be a horrible time keeping that thing clean, and it's not a livable condition for your aquatic animals.
I mean, for you neophytes out there, you know how you could tell if your ammonia is high without even testing it? The nose always knows. If you put your nostrils near the surface of your aquarium and you don't smell anything, then you have clean water.
You can get stuff for your pond. You can get stuff for your outdoor pond, like you saw earlier.
Right.
You can get algae fix, which controls algae growth.
Right.
You can get stress coat that makes tap water safe and removes the chlorine, chloramites, and the ammonia.
Right.
And you can get pond sand, which promotes fish health, improves their gill function, helps reduce fish stress, and adds essential electrolytes. And there are also other things you can buy too, other kinds of things like the algae fix that will try to remove all that algae and that nasty stuff that just naturally grows.
You can also get Japanese trapdoor snails for an outdoor pond.
Yes, that's another thing that's another like kind of a bottom feeding type of animal.
You can get water lily bulbs, which
I have those. Yep.
You would put like gravel into a plastic pot with holes.
Yep.
And they'll grow and form a lily pad, and very, very pretty flower.
The fish like to eat some of that stuff in the pond, and they'll also use it if they want to hide. If they're not going really deep, if they're not really deep into the pond, which they like to go towards the nighttime and stuff, they'll hide around. They'll hide in and around that. And sometimes throughout the summer, you'll see a frog or two actually in that outdoor pond you saw earlier, and those will be sitting on the lily pads. So it's like, hey, once in a blue moon, you'll see a turtle in there. Like, damn.
Well, fish in general. Fish love structures, and they love shade from the hot sun. They love structure. I guess it makes them feel secure. They really don't like bright, blazing, direct sunlight.
No.
I have Java moss in my aquarium, which is a very hardy aquatic plant that does not. The fish will not really eat it, and it's it doesn't need much light. It can grow in low to medium light. And you order a sprig, you can get online, a sprig of Java moss, and it'll just grow. It's really a pretty plant.
Yeah.
Because I've had other plants, and guess what? Consumed like a buffet. Like, just picture people at a salad bar, you know?
Yeah. Well, you can go to garden centers, and a lot of the garden centers have a little section at their garden center for the aquatic plants, and you can buy aquatic plants to put in your outdoor ponds.
Oh yeah, there's garden centers that deal with ponds, people with ponds. You know what you must have in Massachusetts? You must have naturally occurring, wood turtles and eastern box turtles. And
yeah, I used to see we have the box turtle a lot. At one point when I moved here, we saw at one point a spotted turtle. Spotted turtles, I believe, are an endangered species around where I'm at.
Yeah, and tiger salamanders are endangered in the Northeast. They're protected. When people turn over rotten logs and boulders to look for
newt, salamanders, yep.
You should always be careful when you put the log or the stone back. Like, you should put it exactly the way it was, and don't smash the animal. Now Bart is having, it sounds like Bart is
Ooh.
having Maryland style crab cakes.
Sounds delicious.
No
Have at it,
filler.
Bart. Cheers.
No filler. Yep.
Good. None of that breadcrumb, right?
No. It's just, real Maryland crab cake is all crab meat. And I think it's Liam Perrin's raw egg, minced onion, I believe mayonnaise, and Old Bay.
Old Bay seasoning's great. Yep, I like that stuff.
Well, you need the raw egg as a binder.
Yeah,
that's what makes the crab cake a crab cake. You know. You know, you need.
Yeah.
If there is mayonnaise, I think there is, but no Miracle Whip. You got to use real whole
Miracle Whip.
mayo.
What? That's not mayo.
No, that's not mayo. You got to use whole egg mayo. And anyway, it's been lovely. Thank you, everyone, collectively. I'm going to order Chinese food. I'm hungry. Thank you for showing up. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye-bye.